keep off my way, yeah. Kolo man love, pack your things away, yeah. Kolo man love, keep off my way, yeah. Kolo man love, pack your things away, yeah. Give way for fresh air. The door is open. Give way for fresh air. The door is open. Another man, come for the feeling. 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 How old are you? How old am I? I say, how old are you and how old am I? I will spend all my time chasing emotionally unavailable man. I'm cute, pretty, I don't have to stress. You loving me in, deny me out. I say you loving me in and you deny me out. I will spend all my time chasing emotionally unavailable man. I'm cute, pretty, I don't have to stress. Another man, come for the feeling. 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 Give way for fresh air. The door is open. Give way for fresh air. The door is open. Another man, come for the feeling. Another man, come for the feeling. Another man, come for the feeling. Another man, come for the feeling.
Time coming close to 8 minutes after 1. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for tuning in to Peace 1043 FM. We're seated. It's Saturday, September. Ember. Accra, Ghana. And I'm sure no idea. Yeah, what had him say no dear. Accra, Tamanya, Sam Kutuao. And so no di unya cause there was traffic all over. A man for be no more see no more nante, one more nam. And I'm say yes. Exercise, more exercise. It's good. Burn some calories. God has a mysterious way of letting us all do some exercise. Yeah, I am Basia Nante. No traffic, no hassle, and city and not as so to me Nante. We see now Nante. And we are your trans here, Baby Dinko, and Barbara Henry, Coswatini Entertainment in the move. Yeah, Fremi Crazy Abuaje. I'm still your darling boy. And come over home. Liam crash. You wait me at the Ninian area. David. Studio Muhammad is saying, Lexi, the comic. Lexi, comic can home. I didn't know. Comic can home. Comic can Comic can home. And it's me chat.
Comic Kinanga,
sorry.
But that was a good joke.
So, Uncle Abe. And Tiabe didn't come on, many Lexi. Oh, you may be seen this basso. Lexi.
Yes,
Akaba.
Namiadum. Bidasi bebe.
Now one call a year hashtag occupy Julobi house. No one could be.
Na mini
Just Ghana who here, sir.
Siana meba.
Siana Bana says so call and then so more occupy hashtag.
Oh, there be me
And now more yeah.
Okay, free.
We are all over the place. We interviews in your kaka.
Because Sunyani Yakobo show be obi a comedy special and Rawo Sunyani
okay
use bets into Yako supportino.
Okay.
I think about bedroom cry. I also ya de and what the best shade in the movie.
Why are you?
Yeah, in Kakanka.
And you must see mutambe.
Yes, see move 4.
How much
you for? Show no BBI we fast 1. Anti yabe boy a hotel na it's not kamu. And yes, switch drivers. Me drive car, no drive car drivers.
I see. The Yamas is at least or Dima Baba be do assume. And a concern Sunyani. Oh, Sunyani for almost so many
Sunyani for one thing I'm realizing over the time. Yes, we've centered the comedy shows Nina in Accra.
Yeah.
Not because I need a pen, but the fans to actually take it to the other side of the other part of Ghana. No, because Accra and Accra, yeah, a car a bemuno. Nti sank yenye obi eso ya sene dia yetimi yakoho this year yakoho technical university hall na eboma bema we had even excess ana yasan akọ Sunyani has experienced 2 comedy shows this very year and also Usbet auditorium one aboma twice and I say yenya excess we had to bring in more chairs for the hour na nipa be nantimu akọtso makonya no cry fill it a horn with Inkonya.
I see.
The mega say funding and support no and can more of this. We wish we could tour the rest of Ghana with the craft. Until that's so BBA here.
I see. So ka funding and support as it said Diamu Hiensika.
Yes, send the music in here executive producer no. Comedy too you need somebody who would pump him and right now Nayana me want to say corporate space no. Or sponsorship baskets no or my exhaust no and I say didn't say ubenya. Right now I want us to treat it like say Uncle okay ni be assassin or person was starting queer what me call bank bi se okwakoje sika dia ba be hye adwuma mu no na onya sika ne ba or the eso ne mfaso e de ensihu akwa bank no that is how now we are trying to do the business. So you be show na obi or maybe o sika puduo on timi fan koto bank and try say maybe 1 year and the interest amana. We want to make it very, very like lucrative and attractive. Say, Ubetimaka say, oh, me will pay 100,000. We will meet me the amount. Now they show him. Now we show now. We promise maybe a 10% interest on my investment. That is, I think, the way to go. And so far, make us into more musika shame, especially me shows. Maintain yes support from the corporate space. No, into meje sika free. Me bobesia. Me the shame then I pay you back with interest.
Bobesia no way.
I don't form manage comedy, but only me find sika and chausa.
Okay. Into individuals we never be.
Yes. Now ope jumeya otimika say utimi do wasem ko tunenim or say okay na ma sign agreements or the sika mawa odiko shemu a the prof or interest you promised no we the super pepe.
I see. Enti sika do be saying e bia fan ko bobesiana sika do be saying na ohia would be the whole show no the entire show no organize.
The National Theatre say show palma na chi ama nipa ba obeka say oh there wasn't any flaw. Oh nya bibia nka mfa ho say air condition be ye adwuma washroom obeko ho nyina ye guy red carpet or share red carpet ya no and afin so or stage ya be bo any or share the performance quality bibia na ya we are looking at the least amount be 100,000
Ghana cedis.
Yes please.
I see. Does that include a fine promotion radio need
promotion
because say no na mostly no yeah no abehum no
apart yeah and you say we say 100,000
next time about me charge
matikasa but facha yen get the juma ya say NGO
Kanu nya no girls pay.
Oh, Mr. Kwesi, mami explain me bicho. Mami explain me bicho. Mami explain me bicho. 100,000 me kind no. Radio budget in kan. Na say why offense 5.
Yeah, but so but let me just tell you so that you know next time when you come no girls pay na munya.
Oh, that be me get on the crowd be when.
That me na.
So maybe afei na we
mama say Kwesi Abaju ambobra so kan na
maybe afei na we mama bicho.
That was just a joke, but let's get into the serious matters.
Yeah.
So 100,000 Ghana cedis. No?
Yeah. That is that one put maybe on for media promo because maybe you have a few people supporting the likes of Father and yeah, maybe me frewa obuame and me buame it me because see you be proper to airtime it will go beyond 100,000.
Okay.
Because but I think say the industry or the media understands that comedy is a growing industry. And Ghana the enye near omo ma ya che na omo intimi import comedians but Ghana comedians na ye so ye mfia de ye show no moti asese afi ni ye fifiri nti I thought that mugu niema mu ema ye which we really appreciate.
Okay,
but without all these media there some ye show pa I should not look anything less than 100,000.
Okay, now okay about funding and support, so okay supporter there be support na mu hia and support no from a hefa na mu hia fi
Meka say remember say ministries ni say no I realize say eba ni say sikebi ba na say remember say omo pone nkaka ma so industry bi aso comedy crowd there yen come onye dey I realize the COVID crowd by say there were some fans that were they released out for some individuals or industry anymore. Nobody spoke to us and I say yenya bi.
What do you mean nobody spoke?
Oh, we didn't get the info. Later and yes in industry sikebi be mu aye kra ya ante ho hwe.
Sir.
Ana afen so sometimes ministries no omo pese omo engage stakeholders mostly na obehwe no comedy no yen fa yen enka enkomonim but for the past 5 years to 5 years me backdating 5 years comedy has been quite active and your impact yenya with the entertainment or my dreaming you tune to One Direction, which I think say yenya to me and share One Direction at least wobako kran share and then your key super won't me and white concept party in film because or the whole bata brand na ma fe wabe part of it. And now industry in science free symbiom. If there was one person company be obeka say media met me was a comedy industry na me my ho me bibia besha. There is no way comedy ni stabilizing e beji ntini kese a se ne ye keka kona. Ye betimi abo the growth of comedy ye be you so why then.
Okay. I see. Very interesting. I mean, so Otuamamo Ghana for teach you companies I hold more mind hadum saying almost here support from more individuals more ebia more sika ahoden betimi so dia boa no. So Jumedia Obabe dabene baso saying any Jumedia no friend saying abomu kakra.
Okay. Before my boss no lastly make us say media too and they be too chairman okese mostly how to me frame me say entertainment comedy conversation be a pie until people say me having me take on which it doesn't happen often. Most better say comedy conversation be maybe not comedian be a goofy and as a comedian be but say on a normal day your pet comedy topic be say and you discuss no and things but you try as much as possible to engage us in some of these comedy, which I applaud you for it. Back to me show now me baba you know last year we buy me person one kasa wo kan bibi kakra show no before me come this year there no asem because sometimes I want the stakeholders in the industry to sometimes throw more light on some of the things we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, show no tie for
I the only BB on your bleeping. So last year I have this annual comedy show.
So next time
but
we me dancing but on more serious note I am sure yes I don't know. In premier brain, your events near the I get people say okay, because you're watching papier, those things. Me peer, but I think that ube peer and I me peer. me pese mu say pina me pina is worth my time, my while this animal. And we event na me buy no was one event I mean say yes was worth my while, my time, my dad BBR because omem hanum say nkran abrabo no obrewo mo. So why you juma my bread na sem say me baby na bia ba be ni kakra na sem balance about be wasting me time na but I mean it was fun. Me know bia serious ya na everything. Serious minded person for na to be you know easily to make us laugh, but I mean I laughed and I'm sure I won't miss the next one by so for nothing. It's a therapy for me. What to say media, then I'm sure you want to take this one as a therapy. But want to say me na say okra be big kakrebi westra, then this one will just mesmerize you.
Last time
when I'm coming
nyame inshira because nyame we shouted that the only thing I can say on saso mo
Dr. Seko am this one can you me na we close.
But I really appreciate because me tie feedback na oba no and I hardly hear you talk about events like that. Tell me they say ekoye me events na ma o can be bisa. So this year you signed the Air Babium and it's the revamped edition. This time around, you know, Matudin the campaign message. Campaign message. And yet the normal campaign message say, you know, a CAN and a pain PAIN it's a campaign message. And I think we are in a dispensation. We are going through a lot. And since the inception of our independence, not till now, we've been through phases in our political landscape. I think it's about time we will throw more light on it within the comedy space. No, it is not even about the sitting government or the previous government. Obia, Weba, and in your so subsequent ones. We will be trying to find a way to throw more light on the challenges and find a way to solve it and find a humor way to also laugh at our pain on the night. Until this time around, our National Theatre, send me in last year, our National Theatre, and it's also part of the theatre festival. 30th September at the National Theatre venue, as an National Theatre time, 7 p.m. Comedians are ebe boameno. This show, I am very deliberate or intentional about something. Me try say every year biano. May have one comedian bia. It's been a while. I Ghana 14 nka. Until last year, we share made the funny face and a buy. This year, near me and say made the Godfather of comedy. I don't know inspire most of us. Me started comedy. KSM. Okay. And I'm then ever back. Obua Gen Z for say baby na ni days na or like or sell no. So the greatness you missed, I am bringing it back so that you can experience it. And I think so me what DKB, and I me what Obian Ponsa, me what PJ, and I me what Ojo, and to MC the events, Captain Smart.
I see.
And me and me climatization. The show is about me. The night I'll try. I'm very good with impersonation. I do impressions a lot. So I'll try and backdate it from the days of Nkrumah to the current president. Now, that they no background now kata wenia. Obajis nipa na o vote man na say maybe vote man no or no kasa show. So I'll try to mimic all these characters on the night for us to have a good time and throw more light on a few other activities that happen within the year too.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be exciting. I'll miss it for all the Gary
great
at Labone Secondary School. And Timaba.
And tickets, my mobile. 150 Ghana cedis regular and a 250 for
150 per
and a VIP 250.
250 per.
Baby ato a Michelle baby a wo bia no. Se bia wo demonstration as a crack free speaker no kakra na but short code na.
Short code here there.
Star 713 star 33 star 260 hash.
Hey, and what do?
Short code is where
star there.
713 star 33 star 560. Or bet me ato. And I say oba me DM mu you can actually get some also to buy. ODM me baby I will be ano. Some way corporate entity be now person o ma workers no that treater.
Okay.
With me frame we can bring you
But selling point be anyhow.
Selling points no benya be GH1, obenya be Plus FM.
Okay.
And I feel so o reach out Tilly and now reach out to me. Me DM obenya be. Actually Tilly is part of my production team.
Tilly as in Tilly Kweni
Power or what yeah.
Okay. Or T programs you. Okay. All right. Inti Saturday me boy.
Nyame aduma.
Time again.
Yeah, 7 p.m.
7.
And yes, Saturday we next week Saturday.
Of course, I know next week.
30th September. Yes. Minim say Uncle Kwesi beba. Ana obi bia so eden ebeba amana ayefe. Lembo ho mabe na makwaje besia na mde ayesho.
Yeah, beba.
Thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate it.
Bless you too. That's Lexi, the comic. So Saturday, you know, petiket ni bito. Osha bono at that form because shows now mo call Ghana hanum see no. Ne restaurant. Yeah, one our brain when you sick about. Let's also support the art. Na omuntimi enyina omunaso na omunyina kwa ho oma megina kwa ho ansra de. Enti yen na yemomodi ansa ye be support. Well, Peace 1043 F Entertainment Review soon as you go me ba. Peace FM. That's what it is, man. Yeah, good so.
Stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Harry Alban. And then we have my girlfriend back up at Studio How. Oban so a fan who time. A polish camera. Then never go ye. Oh, say man, so I'm left in Syria. Harry Aban. Otilo me kwa. We ni be hooking as soon as you order. I'm Tropiano man. Jano we guys here. Sa? Tropiano man. Faswa wa umuso. Hey. Video da warrior. Wasi wa en hote say San Tropiano man. Ofa no afa busuo janso we jasa de. Sorry ni pedia so. Arewu samwa tinti. Obiada ne ko nsani obisodo mo adamo. Obi pena, obi back. Thinking you're so fresh. If people soon get, and you're not chingo. The power real for heaven. But just what would you tell? And I was way. What's just okay here? Ogandela. Otilo. 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 Namiko. And Rano Inuit for Harry Aban. Ghanaian High Life artist based in Belgium. Otilo. Meka. That's what it is. Okay. Mami Mano Akwaba na in komo. If I'm on Kwasako, the corporate affairs manager from SNIT. Studio Manum say we what na see about din komo. If Akwaba.
Yeah, busy. Long overdue conversation. It's very good to see you.
Komo de bem say if you be ni aya esi be dia.
200 years.
Ene dia bro you puma kwam. Enti yeah dachi because yenim see say wo mo ye adwuma bosum ye adwuma ni ade no. Omu bi ho no musia. Wo mo dachi no guaranteed. Esan say ntito bi wo ho no musia. Wo mo munya. Ya ye wo show busy mu no. And I'm sure say matiti bia wati bi wa be hu se ne stress sika na sumesi we wo yade we just de bia ne de sresre enti na ye busa se SNIT munni nhihye bia wo honum se maye so e wo show biz industry no mu mo betimi e de abo e no nkomo na epese edi eye wie but minim ne bia ne di kan ne awan kasa opening e bia pese o de tudwa native for muti out the SNIT out the bread from the corporate affairs ebia opening kasebia person kebia ansani akon commoners
kwesi memo aha any with you for then you see kan nkoma you did it privately several times.
Yeah.
And I know how passionate you are about the subject.
Yeah.
Me also you're passionate because we industry for and you understand what happens when people age and there's no plan.
Yeah.
And see, but also because you said that this was you thought a very important conversation to have.
Yeah.
And so finally we've been able to have this conversation, and I'm hoping say na for no ma omo showbiz industry no matiasie hia say e was omo hwe enenko a no mo dwen daachi bia ahodin ni ho e ma de bekasa ho offense ni ho na ni nyina age agu na se bi aka wonko a na odwonku ba bi ya na wontumi nko na wontumi ma sen na wabrabo be.
So pesa me sha se fi anam say adentina ebinum wo honum se bia ya ye mra na ya ye nhihye no mo de bia busumi bia ne atiom sike bia to ho na yese mo daachi no mo kwa bia hogie mu a na sa sika we timi aso masin krankra na ye mu bi nsi wo honum se a bibi sa ni honum se dentina ma ba na sa no so betimi a che wo kakra
kwesi meka se ebi antiase. I don't know, maybe a lack of understanding and a lack of appreciation. Me who said the message actually, but I'm saying you didn't come on a very clear. SNIT no senia wunim na said the emu bebre ti ase no eye yen se senia okan eye forma o mu yi obi adwuma a ye ti bibi to ho bosome no na meka se bia nti ase na anya adwuma. In fact so hwe SNIT nhihye ya it just says say eye protection for all workers obia o ye adwuma wo Ghana he bia enyi mu say doctor ana say pharmacist ana say me am ye adwuma wo SNIT
ana wa we ton ade kra wo dwomu a
obia ka ho.
Okay.
So long as adwuma na we oboni beka say legitimate say some side bi dey na yesro ho kakra
say emra kwan mu no
say da so emra kwan mu mumra bia so na we ye adwuma na say wonya ho sika de ball bra wo wo ho kwan say wo adwuma ye ni oba na wo betwiro wudin na wo so bosumi bia wodi bibi to ho ne ensonso ye kakra eda wa wo ye wankasa wadwuma ne wo obi ye adwuma ma ne se ne obi ye adwuma ma oye adwuma ma obi no obri ne beka se employee eye adwuma ru ana sudie ne na sede se wo sika no eto ho esan se wa anya sa watomra na wa wo ye wadwuma no de emra ne nhya wo kete na emo beka se emra ehya wo ene wankasa wa brabo ese ohunu se eye dan a obebo akokra obebo abrewa yare mpofirimu yare timi ba owo mpo enso so wo ho enti won de even though emra bia anhye wo no ekwan wo ho se wo so busumi bia sika na wo unya no wo de kakra beba abeto ho na wo de ahwe aba obra daachi bia ahodin ni ho bio.
So papa ya otu nchen so Christopher wa wo sini twa adwuma no mu emfie bebre se me busana na wo busana sesi a me nyo sure se we SNIT contributor one yes so I don't think that we
Insurance.
No, but SNIT and Kasase.
No, and yes, SNIT.
Okay.
Years ago, and Mr. Polly, Kofi Polly, and about sell the private sector idea, no, MI, and they did a lot for us. Into you move a on, yes, at that time. But tell me, no, Kasase idea.
Only SNIT in Ninketown be like be on SNIT. Say okay, well,
no,
okay,
no.
Okay, okay. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in a lot. I dare say, sir, more showbiz industry, be any or cry, be cry. Like I said, okay, me will be JB a minute for cry. Not one that you know, secret.
In terms of insurance, and our pension, dear, and make us say, Mr. Polly, Kofi Polly, and a best selling idea in mind.
Any insurance?
Yes.
But pension?
No, I know a pension, almost 30 a private sector BBB no more awudome because our office were yes
into ye be
no we get nice sign it on but somewhere along the line no you call off on it.
Okay.
Yes, but as I'm talking to you now, insurance mona you mubi a war.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm sure that I'm
and there was also Dachi pension scheme. Dachi pension scheme so buy almost one support too, even 5 packet activities be Emma producers need be rolling on.
Okay.
But say to us so no. A honor problem no.
So now I wanted you to who have idea.
Yeah.
So kakra wakin a show. I mean if we're man who the kind of problem
situation
in in the city.
Because revenue no and regular. And no challenge kakra no. Yeah.
It shouldn't be an issue. Kwesi, I mean that was very insightful, yeah, and thank you for bringing him in. Nkofo bebre kasa, ubisa ne say o dachi, o pension plan ye den ye nim nkofo di nkoma me ne me pese me bo adwuma bi adin, me ne adwuma we mu aye bibi kakra. Ni nyina aye preparation bi a obey towards your future no. Na imo mechire mu kakra say minu apanyin ne o kan ni nyina obroni beka say second and third tier sa na me. I don't have all the details but me the imagine ekwa ne me nim de kakra me wo industry me share me say ne o kan second and third tier most likely.
Second and third tier no ye
me be chirase say wo hwe ye pension mra ni mu a pension mra no e wo 3 tiers. Your first tier and only basic scheme and on a SNIT for running no and na was second tier and no ye mokra me show say mu obi wa ha and no ye run by corporate trustees, independent corporate trustees and ye was third tier no to make us say and no so ye entoswo a obetumi aye akasa 2 tiers you are medical account na the difference na ewom ni say first tier yes SNIT for there no e ma monthly pension.
Okay.
Monthly pension say nyame boa na wodi 60 na se wa contribute na qualifier ye betua wo sa monthly pension ekopin time obo ade
but you beto so but chem bibi kakra wa hanum say who use word pension so create buy no can be about insurance nsunsuye dem nsunsuye dem even though say enkomone question no be hu say even SNIT crowd ye hwema and so insurance ka ho because into the Social Security and National Insurance Trust. Nemum near you insure with SNIT ne ayo income. Waketia. Esan says o car na se car no hu hia wa okọ ekoto insurance to so sebe ya car ni free unsa na kronfo wi a insurance company no be replace amount. O dan ne your fe wa bo ho ka. Usi wi a the insurance sebe eja bi toma insurance for ebe insure amount. Kai se ne awudi tweet insurance yin na ye waketia. Ben so de bia ye nwene ho se sa aketua na wo se me insure ye be fa na de akotua but dwen ho se sa aketua no free unsa sa na ma na wo ye ni nyina wontumi nyo enti SNIT de no if you like the basis insure sa aketua na eboa wo ema wo bo bra ema wo ye obi bia no enti sika na wo de bra no wo to insurance at aketua so se be ya dachi bi se sa aketua no bibi nti e free ho a SNIT for e be hye wa na mu but Socrates said tell you how it is what kind and this is not the first time you hear a lot of people say this omo can say say or see or no ni income no nya regular te say enye te say bosumi bia na watwe bia menye sika no e bia wo mu na aba wo mu na atiko eno no obesi dan ya pension
emre kra enye issue
I see.
Nti Socrates we dey no nya excuse. Nkofo dey no bebre e ka se enu ntimi nye. So what one when ni beto form kakra kwesi kwem so about some of the programs. Nancy launch bibi e friend is seed. Your friend is self-employed enrollment drive. Yashada aye targeted at omo ankasa ye omadwuma a omu sika no emma busumi bia na emma wano na obroni beka se obi okwa na adwuma na seasonal to say oyekwiani it's in seasons e bia time a harvest ne beba no time no na sika wo ho ya dwen we nyina ho na ya hyehye sa seed program no and so ohwe seed ni ma ye ka say it doesn't matter what you do, how your income is structured.
So metonyum ebia ene aboma menya show maji be 50,000 matena hwa bia be busum yenu show bia mai
menacing kwesi me personal me carpenter ye medjuma ma me say me kind the same story. Oh man, person be show me do na so ade na massa finally me ne ka say oti ase first time o betua no otua I think about 6 months. Because na wenye adwuma bi nti mini ni chiechiem ka kire ne se wo ye adwuma na se wadwuma no emma busumi bia regularly a unya sika bi na abomu amawa. In fact obetimi atua as far as 1 year, because kai se oni abedi nkomo ya agree ni a obetua e bia wo se obusumi bia mehwe ma ho ode a e bia metimi atua be 1,000 cedis. Enti 1,000 cedis no hwe ma afe no 12,000 cedis. Enti we musicians and we can wako show bi e ma 50,000 immediately obeyi mu 12,000 no se beso sa never brain never to for the entire year. Enti ano say year no show bi akra maybe you've paid for the entire year. Enti yen ka se chinchina busumi bia bra busumi ne for yen obi etua mayen because and yen monthly salary so it's structured. But wow we adwuma ene to say bia even actors wa konya production bi we for the next 6 months there's no production, but our production no nya bi etua ne ka ye. Enti once we've agreed on nya busumi ubetua no ubetumi dia ba in advance and we will keep it in your name as your contributions for the year.
Okay, and so one more we trust in okay, generally even a camera crew members one more adwuma no a one more no be anya offices bi na for more crank no be no nia osemo won hye one more so betimi aye ba men kase bia me no menya show ebia bosumu we a bosum be bi no na metifie menya hwe still no obetimi kra tua in advance, but yenim so mo ye bosum ye adwuma no si asi omo no omo de ya tia adwumafo no ebia no afa na adwuma de bika ho employer and bika ho enti me a meso me yankran no why na de bi beka ho me de no
kwesi why na de bi beka ho because isan say why na wo ye adwuma wura wo san ye adwuma ye ni minim so what mase a
yeah
ti say ebia me ye store me ana store na ye media enti me ana me ye adwuma ye ni no
enti aban no on fa bi nka ho ma me
Debbie
I be na kwanta me buta sa no say DIA fo nkomo bi e be di ewie na wote ene say okay so bia DIA fo enye DIA fo Ghana tax emra no chese okay once when income no na say utua eto enti story back about bloggers MCs influencers so betua then almost say enye omo aban pedwuma ma ya bomodi na ya any ejuma o san so ba be to we that is argument ntiase. So that's what I'm saying say be so cheche mu ye no obi ameka say adentina ejuma fo no de mu employer no ne ofa no ejuma no diska ni bi ka ho na ye de no ahwe no obi aba be kan say okay na ban ene also fa bi kan one because ya na ye ejuma na entina yeah but this is a serious issue.
Kwesi metwase and seriously speaking, yet this is not the first time I had to sound common.
Yeah.
But said the misika ye no. Say uye adwuma ma obi a me sure say uye negotiations for salary adjustments in idea. One of the arguments sometimes the employer would make they say I mean to me funny I will pay nyina amount because of all these other obligations. Patrick say me sure what it be that because metua was snit metua we intimi fanny nyina amount e so otemase say bia instead of 20% in be ma 12 and 15 because I have to do all these other things. But say we ye wan kase wadwuma you have full control over your earnings. obia emeti bi mfim ena obia ni ho a wo ɔte wo salary ni bi salary ni nyina ba wankasa. In fact, I would even go as far as to say you control how much you earn. It could be 50,000, it could be 100,000, depending on the how big the business is. And you have full control of your salary. And no one kasa de say dem sika we adwuma ra o san ye adwuma ye ni. And you fan say nyanka adwuma ra betua ne san say we adwuma ra no wa na wo se utua e na de nka beti afi adwuma ye ni de no so wa na ye adwuma ye ni no enti e wo se utua. Pacha what am I say?
Yeah, machase. Enti womo showbiz industry womo tie sisi ano. Ana bi obi bebo mama ne sokiwa sana njie bi hono se amoso betimi di mu ho agimwa. De be anamo no en pa ko na susu otu say wo pem office ana bia bi hono betimi akose na tie pa.
Very easy. So those kind of office there, we have offices across the country. Nti no ane say near ubetumi ananti akọ senate office bia na wako akotro wudi. Afi nso so ubetumi some ye group na mudoso kakra ebia like Socrates was saying, maybe there's a meeting of the associations and things like that. Move to me at onsa afre ye the machines ne beba ho na ya ba be register mo na matua. It's quite easy and it's free too. So and our offices are open here train mo na ma ba be chiro mudi na the important thing they say yonkofo be bro ma chiro mudi question so tua na kwaya asem foforo. The DNA they said and Socrates kind and I like what he said. Say they've registered, but the commitment to follow through with the payments it has become an issue. But so utro within na went it is our to draw of pharmacist na pharmacist hona one no medro into me nyejuma because nya ubetua na no ne yebehwe ho na dachi bi okọ ahomigye mu a yeso so yaso wasene enti mestre say so utro within we are the most important thing and it's obey regular in your payments and as you see across payments no ya easy and also be dial star 711 star 9 hash we dey and what is back no star 711 star 9 hash na option 4 na wetua every month and I say today you can betimi atua in advance and so
sani a wo kire mu a wo ka say amanfo timi twiro mu din but e ka say beba say ba betua na no akwa ebu achibidin so kakra minim ni say emremu no womo ye omni companies ye adwuma no womo de no kra no emra ho a ehye ye companies no say what snit na say o de cop masnet one fan kwa ye de obetimi afa mra kwan so no ne ka ho we no e bia ono an ofiri ni pem no abetwro ni din no se meye sei but mimbusa de na mo so asnet womo a e bia omkotibia bum sa no matwro mi din but openo say bia sumi bia na e bia minyeska na ma betua no mo bibia mo ya mo timi de boom ne eno nso timi show mu nkran na ekwezo ki well ya de so abetwro din wo ba na obetua fan wa ma metua mo ni nhise bia ho no mo de boa yen mo so encourage yen ma yetimi nya that will ne ahokeka no say ba well makotro ma min fan come senate for
ni titru fibe May any launch a seed self-employed enrollment drive. In fact if it's our time yama ye ni abrepa in fact po matro mu di
before May no na mu ni bibia
near wo sometimes me see yama ye ni abrepa na ni bremba sa fe ye hye mukina and even omo na omo wo so dada no mpo na omo ntua no se ne ye ne se ye frɛ brakwesi busumi mienu ni ente onka bibia ye okay. You know, ye ka we because refi bia you know we ase pressure nkwala na ne ade o refi nti ye bebo nka ye ne akrokro ne aka kiro se bra na betua untimi makra se dem sikan no betumi atua through momo and sometimes we be fro obi kra ka say oh me dey me refi yo enra kwa na me ne obi di nkomo o Accra Central watua wa register na msna ada na wuntua sister me dey me tu kwan buy na me refi nti me kan ho na no I just gave him the short code.
I like that.
But
I like that. I like that. Because I said DSTV before. Oh, no, Mama Fro. We've noticed that this thing is not been active for. So And no, even a much more.
I was here, yes, sir, because and I'm going to say, Obia no siketua yakakra, Obia no pesike ye. But seni panatia say the crontia was so yisikano. All you have to do is prompt the person. Sometimes all they need is a prompt, and we are doing that. And in fact, one other thing we are doing is we are working with association leaderships. So, for instance, say dressmakers association, dinkita hua. Yeah, encourage leaders. No, so more encourage you, more members. No, na omun koso entia so that so more annual meetings, so more omun share money idea. Sometimes omun friend no more bekasa, but even see any home pa yes say omun take your opportunity no of those meetings. No omun share omun members nim crying no omun tia.
Tilly, so if we're snitch. Any question, contribution beyond?
Me more dear, me share any question, but I think initiative, you're very essential because as she said, and as you also know, and I know, say, dear, no, acquire say, at the end of the day, no, udri untia say, papa, why you do my son, and your ma, a banner saying. Sometimes you try to look for reasons to be blame me in a royalties name banya there, but in the time the prime time no kakra ban in same ultimately see a dying. So how about insurance say bisikano and your business no seasonal. You can't be at the top till you die. I think one of the smartest decisions you can make for yourself as an artist, as a creative, and now even as an individual, when I'm going to say ube insure no one who say o future no safe. I don't know what I would tell war. What was a future here? Who say future here? I mean, who they make wow. But I think when it comes to snitness, for me, another side of a data amount for to work with SNIT and to go and even want to ensure more than say, there's a lot of conversations. It doesn't help. One of the things I think I've heard even before I came into this industry, they say it to your crown, at the time that we need. Kata say ubako two line na just say some conversations to say first of all is it just a misconception because these are people they've been through the omoni wa yeduma 81 is it just a misconception? If it is not, what have you done over the years? Says narration na wo na sa experience that people get there no it is curtailing also. What are you doing to ensure, say, you get more people? Because I feel like the best marketing tool for more word of mouth testimony. It is obi can experience with more. Saying it's obi wrong experience at the time for no. A good experience will also get people coming. What are you doing to ensure, say, you get more good testimonies and people will get better experiences with you guys? Whenever Emrasun said they need that insurance somebody to on for their lives. What are you guys doing about it?
Okay, now we need questions, but
that's all questions.
Last week, and I'm a say
but if we have, I mean, Tilly, so you too.
Tilly, me da say, you're right. Sa narrative of snake or juicy car, cobra. Bia, emre bi etwam na saa wo ho. Mean to mean kakra, me to me aka. Be mfie numa na mfie nsia me ma ye adwuma was net. Me hu saa de ni bi da. Eni ho. And I can say it. I can say it on authority. No, I can, and let me explain why I say that. So what do you claim eba? That's the problem be any who I'm talking about pension, maybe 60. Me person me be me claim. Maybe I will start. Sometimes a lot of people even start 3 or 6 months before they go on pension. Na say yes, she share won krate nim assembi any who be bia danikwem. Tilly, I can say it here that by the next payment cycle, which is Bosumi, to say be all retired. September. By the next payment cycle in October, you will get your pension. The only reason why you may not get the pension if there are issues with the paperwork, and maybe a PBB and some kind, but say your statements are complete, there is nothing the matter. By the next payment cycle, ubenya usika. Se obi tie me ene, na se bibinti onya ni sika, anase wa apply for a claim in sankaya. Question me contact and me destination so contact ebetuja on bisayen on ye ninkomo. Whatever the problem is, it will be solved.
Can I have a follow-up?
Yes, sure.
Then it means there's sorry to say a certain lack of proactiveness from your side.
I don't know.
and say proactive. I don't think say ahoke can be there's a certain lack on my side because truth because truth be told, most people that's not everybody and there was on what to do, what kind of paperwork to even get near the because you are dealing with diverse
people
people who how school class have on COVID that what to say and then more yet to ensure say more professionals now money on more who say oh papa we in the paperwork can be tossing said in the next 3-4 years or castle or begin claim and now begin sika and what are you doing some one friend on in a casa say ye here say where you say people are casa ye pen a saying I was saying before pension what are you doing as more professionals no to ensure that you get these people in the time or mutiano and you say mo be sure mo ye hwehan na afi emraso so mo be jo musika na afi na mo ye kobra mo it doesn't make it appealing.
I understand. Now I only explain that to you because now me person make say be in secret, but such situations here are making it is rare. Say infant say be nipa 100 apply for pensioner, it is unlikely say be nipa to say 5 or more a problem no. But it happens, and so I won't sit here and say our processes are 100% foolproof. I won't say that, but ordinarily, so obi echo and maybe before I even get that to that point, you know, mestre so wow yes net member bia every quarter we send you a statement, and so when you talk about proactiveness, I don't know what could be more proactive. Every quarter we are sending you your own statement to say look at this statement, see if everything is as it should be, because sometimes ebia our employer untia and as otua but otua on the wrong salary impo. It's missy. And in fact, just last week, Obi Frame say before me jaye juma, but I want to see if my employers had been honest with me. And of course, I just sent him his statement, and then I don't know what happened. I didn't follow up. But the point is, he was a bit suspicious as to yetuamano. But Ostro say and said nia omutian they are under declaring. And see, every quarter we send you a statement to say that look at your statement, see if everything is okay. And then annually, of course, we will send you. But annually, in professional, but worry. But quarter, they're just 3 months. You can just quickly look at it and see. And then also, we encourage people, say, you don't even wait until you are 60 to apply. And how do we do this encouragement? We have a very functional public education team. And so a lot of the public education we do, it might not be on radio or TV per se. And there sometimes you're holding to me soon and you're too many, but almost every company forward senator sono at some point during the cycle to engage the workers. You're making sure say we are engaging the workers and ensuring so keep employers on their toes to make sure say what they are supposed to pay for them, they are paying for them. So as for proactivity, we, like I said, but I can assure you that we do engage. We do engage.
Okay, so great. Microphone, and I'm into you. If what?
I'm say Film Crew Association, FICAC for. I'm say officially, they are enrolled with Senate.
Okay. Film Crew for no.
Film Crew. Yeah. Okay. And FIPAC.
Just all members, no.
All members, no. All assigned.
Okay.
I'm say FIPAC so ne done well. Done well for our official engagements. Okay. Every year, at the end of every year, yetua levia, yetibi ekomaomo. Then no monso no yetibia, and I can attest to it. Say, your members ni bienya challenges. Omo abemu.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Inti me boma baso, but challenge ni be brain so the payment side no. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Juma no. Young pension no. Film for young pension. And I say creatives and pension.
But say we kakra unti me Juma ni bio.
Yeah. Unim age bia e bi no de ye Juma. You musicians crampo
e bi no.
And you bia but see yen send your idea into a young pension no. Into no structure need to say am I.
Say utia wo contribution send America na. Emrane say Udi from age 55 me apply for pension.
Oh, okay. You will still be working and apply.
Inti wa qualify nti eno aso ba beju sika se nyame adom na wa ahoden a obetimi de akọ de aba na nyame ne eda na se na de no so aka ho but usika ne de ye ntwen se e bia wo ahoden nti ye ntua wo ka once you qualify or apply ye de wa de be ma na se wo pese wo ye adwuma bi ka ho eno de em se kwan da ho.
Check it. We okay?
Yeah, me okay. Me okay.
Well, if we so ni ade be twa to ama union ma omutie art and entertainment for, but before that no
Kwesi?
Yes sir.
Kwesi mpacho o say senate no insurance and
for your income.
Insurance for your income. Oh,
so
okay,
that when
okay.
you go on pension,
okay,
you can
okay.
replace that income.
I thought say you can insurance side multi insure nipa so say be in case of accident send you.
So I was just going to say Kwesi my time be 2 minutes na me nka ho asama nsama wrap up na. So thank you for bringing it in. And Kwesi na ka me mestra say my be 2 minutes na me nka sa same way.
Okay.
A sign say ye ka say insurance no, even though ye ka say income insurance na da achi ko pension ye discount ma no. There are other benefits unya for the same amount that you pay. Unya de obroni be ka say disability insurance. Ye be mututu kwan madwuma ye na nam ha na wo kwa ha nyame amfa saa amma na say bia accident bi na obia bibia ye wuntu
say obi ni lexi anadwu a omo the speed e ba akra
na BBSC na ebia enunti wanya nkwanhia bi wuntimi nya adwuma enti se wuntimi nya adwuma biewa enfa ho ene se wedi 50 and wedi 25 and ase wedi 30 so long as say what to snakes no for 12 months in the last 3 years as I say ni besi no and also apply in fact me no ka say youngest pensioner wedi 31 years 31 years or je pension obegia kopin time at two things either send ho beto no and I say obe free mo.
Okay mutimi insure events
dead
me koye events.
Oh
okay.
And yama ye no old age so wa ba akokra na abrewa na ye tua wo pension amount and assess dem sika assess disability insurance o ye adwuma na wa kohia nkwanhia bi doctor fo age atum si ahwehwemo nya ade a obetumi aye adwuma bi ye di pension ne be ma ye betua wo pension every month ekopim time a ho beto and now be free. And then the last one is survivors owo benefits ti se wa kwotro wudin wo to senate no wato na fe pew in the last 3 years na wafrimu ufrimu a ye be calculate 15 years of pension ti say nya wo to 15 years na ye de ama wo beneficiaries beneficiaries a wan kasa wo be register for senate no tro wudin man se bia se mini ho a asomesi na momfa misika ma no impo sa wo pension at 60 na se yegusu tua pension no na se wo free mu before age 75 again you calculate all your pensions na ye de ama survivors a uja on wechiri enti enye old age nko na ubenya just that you can old age no asem because they are very popular but there's also disability and there's also survivors benefits ubenya for nkwada na se ebusuan uja on wechiri.
So me anyum tuni ana okay me fan say me showbiz person bia meti amanone me so me tie me pese me ye snitch ni bi meti me aye
se wotsi abrochire ho na wote dia ene Kwesi meka se wuntumi esan say baby a wote no you have to subject yourself to the social security laws of that country mo hwa yemra ne say for workers, it is for workers in Ghana. Enti so obi mom on free Ghana na so ye adwuma o Ghana onu mom betimi a join this because e also ode ne ho hye social security mra e wo Ghana ase but so ye Ghana ni na so wote abrochire ho na wo ye adwuma social security mra e wo ho no e so wode wo ho e hye ase enti wo de sa ankomo yi untumi eni
ni arbetwato
Kwesi, once again, thank you very much for the opportunity. Entertaining maybe too Lexi talking about his show. On he's young and vibrant and all that. But and I like what Tilly said, or say a seasonal. It comes and it goes. I mean, when I was growing up, the people that were like happening now, I don't think my kids even know their names, because Rebecca say omumre etwem enti ebia saa time no one pet bibi en fence ya enei obi ampo mfro ema wadwuma bi ena obi mpo nso mfro se bebo show bi enti na mesra ne say whatever fame, whatever fortune you're enjoying now no kai say emre bi beba saa nneema ne nyina ebefiri ho especially yema you cry dey bi asesi a wanim fefefe wo ho fefefe nti billboard bi epese ye do to so ebe kakra no na obi fofora oye son no pa ba osene we be yi wato nchen enti sam race wan fa bibi ansie wan fa bibi kitwa bi anto ho a sam re nu dura ubenu ho so anya sa nti mesre say sometimes and especially for our brothers and sisters in showbiz we get so consumed by the fame and the popularity and you know we're seduced by the funds and everything that goes on with it and we forget to plan for our individual futures until it's a little too late mpese enkomo na yatete in the not too distant past now about obi a osre sika ya Arabia bono very popular people say go take cry na ya asefem mpese yen generation ye ho sesi a yeso ye be wie sa minim se nkrofo ye all kinds of investments but mesre say fascinating nso so ka ho eno de anya hwe unim se busumi bia so a manya hwe kra eno de ebeba and snate ye ba so mfie aduasa na ye etua pensions ye defaulted nti wodi ho boyen a sebe unim se wodo ho atwere ban bia emuda nti mesre se kai se emreyo ebeba emreyo kra ama obetumi epra obetumi ayare a wontumi nya adwuma biu anase pofrimu wo kra so wo ho na ne wo ma ene won a oja wechi nso be de nti sa ne manyina betumi asinti ene se wutie mi a menua ba ma me hwe nkran se program yi wi a freying ewo kwezi metimi de contact na tudwa
no problem
freying ewo 0302611622 your contact center na eni ye ni nkomo mana se o person send email so contactcenter@net.org.gh but since am I showbiz for idem you sure say socials e dey grow ho pa and find us Snet Ghana ewo Facebook Twitter and as X and Instagram, your friend Snet Ghana, or friend and DM and as even just come and post on the page. We are very happy to engage and talk to you about how you can plan for a stress-free retirement.
There's one more question you had say. I know see a deep and command teach you your per se you know more showbiz no, but this question you know about could fiaman on your send is okay. Now wa Ghana a year juma and a CCR no why relocate. Enti ne snit no obetimi age obetimi ahase claim ana sisi aso no ye dwuma ma no ne enti we de mimbisa ma ho
okay enya ne fast na nke na de ma no ho me pa cho the medical can say ne sika na enyirae lots of people think say auto snit na ujaya na I say I basa there be snit ke bi anywhere yira enti minua be ma na otie yen no o se no ye adwuma wa hana sisi okwa abruchi no meka se sika ne wo ho but because of emran ne nhehye wo ho nti entumi mfa sika ne man sisi especially so do retirement age enti se we drew ne retirement age dia from 55 onwards no or ho kwan so apply ne edi ne sika eman
until so be 55 no dear
there be
and I'm also the youngest person is 31 said
say me card krontia oye 31 say me can na refi
and my dream
oh me can na me ka disability no disability insurance say your obi odi 31 na dey na odi 31 na oje pension isan say onya disability doctor force you ntimi nya adwuma bio so even though you're 31 no you dey sika man enu dey me sure so ahoden hwe nya no nti mesres onya abotre na age no so 55 ekono obetumi apply you dey sika nyina ebe ma no
that's ifwa nyame shapa we o memende we yajo abosi
thank you Kwesi, thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Nice one. That's ifwa mankwa Sarkodie corporate affairs manager Snit and you also Bonichidom Robert also from Snit Tanichi we o mababa ye mo akese pa dia man so now mpacho bebre say this ankomo we wie now you don't have any excuse. Look for Snit office be a ben wo dachi oba yen stress ke bi amfama me pa mucho we ntina enewie masheda ya gibre ne Snit for this ankomo we yen mo aye wo showbiz no na wonye bi a me nka ne so ko bi nche da employer obete obi emfa we dwumi wa bosumi bia na bia wo te wo Snit ato honum sei no wo mo nhehye waba be chirichirim kama edi amaye ai enti musa no mesremu a to anamo nye dachi ene sika bebre amoji se wan so bi a wo bibia ene wo dachi wa no wo so de behwe wo na se wo de wo hia snita fine but enam dodo we ense kwan ai ense kwan
Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
Weekend, it's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station.
Digital and on your smartphone. Your radio is hot.
Watch on the jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another entertainment review. Pressing in the bottom for to not see entertainment.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
Weekend, it's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over.
Okay, all right. So yanko enim sabre no me no about pansima edunsia na watchi mu asem baako a eno so na ma che se di akotene efa se Ghana Revenue Authority yeba Ghana hanum se wo mu a eto ne ne ka ho se wo mu di ho dwuma agege ema oman no yes wo mu na siom na so na sema ba beto dwa no titu a report bia mem se GH1 for ye na asem no ni nyina ne se wo mu se Ghana Revenue Authority for say omo ye bloggers no omo ye omo from who influencers MCs ukwakoye event ukoye party bi koye shows bi omo mbe kasa no sisi a omo nyina ba betu ato ena amanfo muni kutukum bloggers emuni MCC omuni influencers emuni na yepese wie ye ne Ghana Revenue Authority for edisa ankomo na yebuso na won nchire chensem ni miye pa mfamanti ye ni Ra Dominic Nati Chief Revenue Officer ma Ghana Revenue Authority ye no ni nkomo na yenje kakra emfino honum se Ra Nati da asemu akwa baba Peace FM Entertainment Review jumedie so
meje osumia
na umpo mwe
Adidi ache ye ho ye na munso
ye go so kakra da si webusa bi na ewie dia ye hawo meme na kakra ni nyina ye enkomo abem se ne kofa ba na ye GH1 TV report bi a wo mo ye na ye hu se dwumedie wo kasa wa ase na ensenu bi ababeto dwa no kire se bloggers influencers any MCs CC a wo mo so mo abetua tax wo kire mu sempa de man asemi na ebi so mo nti ase
yo mini owe ma me da ase yedi kan it as say woman afanya say me metre niam na na okan na wo twe etwem ya ye di kita ho bi na e ba se sa se mi betu ya nyame anim no kra ni enye mrafoforo bia eba ye mra ye di to ewo oman mu ya dada ni nyina kire se obi biara oye adwuma na sika eba ne nsem se utia eso eto ema oman no na ye de ye oman ni ye enti se me ye cheni na me ye adwuma na me nya market ya se me tia so to se me ye dwedini na me di mi twa me so kakra be ba me nsem no se me tia so to se ye wankasa wadwuma se ye obi na afa wadwuma mu esane se sika eba won nsem de ye say utia onto enti enye mra foforo bi eba eye mra dada na ewo ho no ana nyane ehuru say ye nuanu ma ububo so bloggers MC ni nyamane amai dodo na diga ba wo bisam omkoye adwuma na wo mu charge etia wo mu enso omuntia so ka omuntia so tax Enti ubehwe na people teacher ni bia yetua na 500 a month ono ye ten tax na blogger bia in the month otumi nya be 10,000 na ono otua tax say wo hwe am say enkoyi kakra enti na me twa mo agina so say staffo na tua tax say wo koye MT wo be bi ni ma 500 na dey bia bosom ni otumi ye na ye numa ukuta 2,500 people teacher ni bia o tra dey wo di ekuta 600 Ghana cedi 700 Ghana cedi per month and so ono tua so tax na say wo etane say wo ankasa na wo ye wadwuma na sika ne ba wo direct nti wo tua so tax na ye ni oman no eni ni ye it is ye se kwantwa de efe ye de sika na eyo oman no se be ko na nim se ni amada pasto na ese ye nyina ta ye tua ye to kakran na ye boa no na ye di ye oman ni ye enti ni ekosi ye no enye eto fufuro bi a eba e VAT that the year wo ni income tax that mra na e wo no a eno a share se obi biara onye dika e wo ma yi mo bia se otia so eto enti minia obi sa ya na ni ana e wo mu no
na se wo mu ntua ora na te eno no why necessary e bia se wo hwe no wo mu tua se bia nka me blogger na makwa akodi mi dwuma bi na menya eye income yi obi etua meka menya mfaso na ma sorry me sim pam na ma ba GR4 na ma ba be ka kire mu so kiwa Oranati me ko blog ye no me nya sika se yonti eto se na sese me tua sen ani sese no wo mu ntua die ntina ma ba ne sa no
yo be da se me how kan no yeah tax laws no na say eto ensese ya na say laws na ye wo me mu kire se obi biara wo me mu we adwuma na sika fa won sem bia ese a favor so no o file o tax returns kana se o to ho hyehyeye no uko GR na uko kodi hudwuma no de se obi na fa wadwuma mu se wa na we wadwuma e ye bra e da ho ye mu bebri enye na no na GR ya kan e ho hye se bebri no enim enti afa ye twa obi adwene edena so ye twa adwene edena so se ese se odi ta adwuma no na fe we ni anet say ye boafayo enunti se na o kan e wanya wa ko blog wanya osika tax office biara e ben wo pia ura ho a ye betimi aboa ye be settle up kra wo online platform a obetimi atena wo fie na watua o tax ni bi bia ni nya ni se ni di kan no be ko ye be settle up on the taxpayer portal na wan kasa wa declare o tax a unya tika unya ye ne so tax a ese wutia ye betre woni nyina pepepe ni nya ne se obetwi aben GR office dia wo man tempo udru ha minia ye beboa kama na waye no fine wo fio watu kwan kwa bruchiri kwa na afa wo pese utia kra wo ho a obetumi log in to the taxpayers portal na watua o tax pepepe
enti eno no sika no e bia me nya ne income no ene e behwe na would be determine tax no wo hu
sa pepepe
okay and wo say enei to say ye di hu nkomoi dawuro no bia no wo mu bloggers na wo mu nim no influencers na wo mu nim no MCs na wo mu nim no income no wo mu nya no e so mu tua tax nti wo mu tua ide o me fa mra kwan so me boa
me pa chop sa pepepe
no sa na chese dia no mu e bia monitoring e bia wo mu department mu yes wo mu nam no wo mu se kwan ben so na betimi ehu because bloggers here dia bia wo mu nam wo mu ye adwuma wo mu gisco influencers see dia bia wo mu nam wo mu so MCC me ka se na wie ba na wo ginemu chese various event wo mu gikasi sa
mini happening monitoring yeah monitoring then before I over frame me na o program mo e answer na senate ni be obi announce say o program bi ni ma ye wo go for a monitor but ye ni so be bia enti say ye Ghana for a ye o mamma pa no say ya mbedi wa chikura e man kire say ese say wan kasa wo bo modern na udi say adwuma no ji hare be ya fam de ni abehwehwe mu but ye ntumi anu mu nchenya as I say, also Bomodiana will declare with source of income now to tax. Dano na make catch on say mmara nche wa bi dia fa wo ho a wo be ka say emre ni Ghana ha. Na mum eda asem bi be ba e fa wo ho a ye be start e bi ta mmara no so atre wo na abu say eh say na emra bi wo ho a e ha adwen wo man mu. Enti me stress even though ye monitoring ni ade no say ye tun sam frel ye hu say wo ye asoman ba pa no ye wasede wan kasa contact office na ko declare netia
na so emrano asotwe ne sempa
asotwe ne de edoso se wanti out tax ebedu baby a ya obi ga find tax clearance uko di dwuma bi wo aban nsise bi kana se immigration and passport ni niama ye link ni nyina with your tax clearance.
Okay.
Unya tax clearance unya because un declare tax bia un chia tax bia un file your return. Enti unya enti no baby can bomb.
Okay.
Ye tosum yenu say ye chew. Penalties wo ho. Ye be bo ka e bi ka dodo a waje a un chia so tax no. Ye be na yama wo so interest na wa sentia.
Okay.
Ye tosum yensa mrano ma ho kwan say ye de wo court na court edi wasem the odi for ada say yebeba oka ana say ubekwa akodem ana ta ni mi ni nya yebeba oka wie ni asan ma wadem ni nyina eye asotwe a emra no ema ho kwan say GRA for emfendi dwuma.
Okay, we dey o kan say na am say ye papa because mete uniano baako a wono eye blogger na asem a wo kan ye ora na te wo se na ono no aban no ama na dwuma bi a ono younger na wa hosere no wa peni phone wa to no phone no di data eguso na manfo wono a wa build a certain following amanfo di omudwuma no akogina no otwutwa nkakra na se wono enya ne sika aban no wo ma na dwuma bi a na se aban no so ba beje ne to mopa momra ono so twɛn mu saa nipa no de na be ka kire no.
Oh, mimi abema say okane saa bidi ya kakra de ba te bia ono so na dwenkyere no na ne yetie ne say aban tumi mpa adwuma ma ye nyina enti ebinum ye won kasa adwuma na emu adwuma di aban ni di wo man no no eboa ye nyina ye mfa say hospital CCC ya yakoso ye nkasa aban adwuma ye fo nkwa na enko hospital wo yare a wo ya blogger na wo yare ko twa event bi na wo twa hwe kumsesi a ye ma so hospital yare wo beko eye eto no edit hospital nurses ni doctors eye adwuma wo nyina eye to na edit twa wonka wo koda na jo no ada na police for ewe o man no police for no ye disika anase eto no na edit twa wonka unam Ghana ha wo to free unam tumi ko ba bia obi am physical wo security a ekoso nyina abanpo hoka enti dwumadi a ekoso wo man no nyina no abanpo hoka ebi beka say bia yakobo besia ansa na oman hofro kra bebo besia no omo hwe eto a wotumi gi wo man no ansa na yahwe ho dia bo besia because ya bo besia no na say untumi gi to na untumi ntia eka na ye di besia na ye di abo no eno nti eto mu nya pa nti ye nyina say aban na afa wadwuma mu wana kasa na wape wasika na odi aye wadwuma mu sense kaba on sem na odi bitoni ama na yusu aban facilities o kwa adwuma ufunam ka akwan so na eko ye de aban sika na ye de ye ka akwan no ni nyina efi aban to na oje every individual so na se obia se aban ampa adwuma ama nti o ntua ye be den enya certificate e de aye o mani na won so what to me benefit from all these facilities enti o kan sa me ne nya adwen die but e bia na ni me wodi biti mi bi se dia pinchechemu ya ma chere ni e be ma na ti ase ehunu se e se ono so oboa na oman no economy
ya dase ewie pa nyame shawra nati ene wadaje
ya dase
That's Dominic Nate, Chief Revenue Officer, Ghana Revenue Authority. Mate, bloggers, no influencers, ni MCs, no. Most say mutu atu ni bi mu amuntu atu no obia so otwe bi mu amo show based industry mi na ye nyina mo yere mo because so great me too.
Well, the first time I minya nchirechiremu about tax Royal Cinema years ago. Royal Cinema. That was somewhere in 1994. And Omobeye Nkitahundi Biwoho. And before in Nkitahundi, there were questions I've been asking myself. Say, but I didn't say Tia Lampo. I didn't hear Tia We. Just say, and Yama Bibri or what I mean, Tiasie. So at that meeting, you know, our conversation. As citizens of Ghana, you're requesting for a Nema Bebre, which government is supposed to provide. Government is supposed to provide all those things that we are asking for. Good roads, whatever. See government may provide it. But you beside also say, how much are we contributing to the kitty for government to provide those things? We share the brackets of Ghanaian citizens are etua tax. Any omwa entua. And those who are questioning why they should pay tax. Yes, they are asking for certain, your friend is saying, goodies as citizens. They are asking for it. But they themselves will be so mopa. They don't see why they should be paying tax. They are not paying and they don't see why they should be paying. The moment you make the attempt to ask them to pay, then it becomes a problem. And
in fact, credit to my I think it's GH1, 1 more years I report here. In fact, most of the screenshot of news report now go around and I'm a this come away. And a report me follow here. I think the voice now I was trying to pull voice no kebi ambo my for. And it's there a record. So in fact, me bodina one blogger GH Hyper din come and in same be your kind of things a lot of like ignorance on his part about or there GRA for no says or there GRA for some run on by the tax or no a buying page maybe it's lack of the understanding of a senior working a tour
because the same person or call a different country, let's say America says Obey so happy or Tihansi or person of America system near better. But Odru ha obey to your taxes no and taxes obey to your honors would also say near or Hansi, you know. He will pay. And he's sitting here seeing how that country, America, has developed. But America developed because the citizens pay taxes. Everybody, you can't bypass it. Because me call America, me call schools, koko kakra me jije kakra because even Ghanaian bloggers, unim say YouTube to your car, almost 30%. Almost 30% for America. Ghana need to complaining. But the same person is asking government to do certain things. Meanwhile, no be so nipane say, have you paid your taxes on TIA? Meanwhile, no, government is to be blamed. You see, I'm not speaking for government, but it's about time. As young citizens, no, we should wake up and start seeing things in a certain direction. Other than that, every government that will come, we will be facing these challenges. Before MPP came, Kwesi, we were here. As citizens, so. And yes, I buy your way, and yes, I buy your way, hey, you go, Kasa. Another government comes, the same cry, and we'll be blaming government. But baby, a problem, no one pa no yen share. The moment you touch it, then you are saying, no, they say, unyo, me blessing obia. I always say this, me blessing obia. But assembly betoho, ni ye kan yen share from its right angle. Ghana yen to your taxes, I'm telling you. Ghana yen to your taxes. Yen for roads.
Okay, Mr. Mameni Oben Kakra, Minko Manusuna Meni, Yenia Bakwa Waye MC. Na Musano, David Portfolio, MC Portfolio. Yenin Komo, Portfolio da Semo Aquaba Entertainment Reviews here.
Brapeni, Medasi, say, I'm honored.
Yes, that's Papa. I'm sure, sir. I got viral more or less. GH1 TV report here on about bloggers, influencers, MCs, about tax, GRA4, about a taxi. Where will be at home? Come on, me boy.
Andrew, I need to make that sorry, and I'm home, sir. Me now for 4P, and my clients be. I send me screenshot into notification be bringing your name. And who say, as an amigo news item, the crown, no say, the phone so be pinia there. So, yes, we are aware of that development now. But
now, Timo, when you MCs, Mutia tax and Amuntia tax, and a tear who a screenshot and in Comoy, send a chopa, wa ginger.
Mr. Taka, Mr. Taka, na Mr. the positive side of this whole thing. The positive side of the whole thing say, yes. Say and come on a far of mine who na aba and me who the father say I didn't so critique PR ama ye juma no ama to say ama man for time for jimu say and mo yam ben na yet me dia ba juma no ma ama aban who say okay aha baby e dey me fa me kra na me kosa e bi wo honom na de na o mati me am ye o man ba pay pie no na adwiri mu no say o ti atasa e wa say eye ne ya say over the time no you penny for me who say tax na ye tia na you so paso a kire so biasa then so we your mamba panko ade say be the tax ba na say eye wetita adenti na wontia na ye na akwa ye ni say adwuma won tia se adwuma na nkasa afi na eba say edmunyam bi ana say e create a thriving industry no won tia se no ansa na wo be yon wo be pemu sika emu agina wo sa wo tie adwuma na se ekwan ben so fa na maye no ene ama edi munyama ba ma mu tin se abin ebro so ye ne yama ade no aye fe ama mu se eye sense mana nti mu tie ase ansa na mu so aban mu se ene se sika bi so ne fa ha mati ase. First of all, Brapeni, answer kwana meka mkasa so me pese mi to bi adwumu se MCs ejata unless any pane nye professional MC a why adwuma na cha why adine ndi ya adwuma na cha aye ni aban institutions bebre institutions bebre aye adwuma na cha ye tax system you register with your MCs or me professional MCs to say so be a professional one dia who say you are registered with event houses and you me adwuma. And the event houses is a registered firm, registered general, I recognize in a while, partner, so or yes, the pay system, Diana, services of MC, answer and the clients, and you want the paper so, and it's your accounts. It's a boy high, be a service 10 and I will paper accounts, paper so maybe a name, and my near buying institutions will be a human, so I will register any 10 number, they won't engage you. Unless someone is professional. And you know, say what you say MCs in chat, name who are buying and I won't hear you and say, who can say MCs over John Tazo? Who do you capture as an MC and as a top bracket? No, MC no tia saying. And a compare soon I won't inside a journey people, said be brapping, and you may weigh at it. Who say some of the you may go your friend is butter, a year, pepper machine up in pepper weight. There were your journey people and yes, you can't. And you did try a cat. You do my age. And you need an iska. You will be a high friend of butter. Say, Bia, oh, you free a company now when you are not any fun away. But in other form of payment other than cash.
But baby, I'm a portfolio because I didn't cry income tax.
Income tax, and I make us say income tax now, and I'm a catch of say. And just say in Chiakra, and I'm say, any serious institution be aware engage professional MCP how a payment system is here. Before say when you take home, no, there is an element of tax that you might have paid already before.
So withholding tax, ban corporate organizations no more Sadian, but I'm sure sir, but me sure sir a lot of ejumanu so amoye no. Enya ni nyina be brain so fi ankrankron honum say no so mutua tax also.
Mo and I make us say, Uncle say, no, I was a by person or defining no. Me am a professional no. Uncle me no we Juma Bibre event house which are registered. And see omu before say on bet this verse me am signed on to many event houses. Before say me omu use me near Juma, a private here, but answer my question brano. There is a session of me remuneration now. and not the actual paper name yet you receive, meaning say tax brackets have been captured. Name after na industry, yes, structure. Why now all friend MC so big na Dominic any mu kasa and automatically na was so theater sana. Na what pusa say akatuano ni na best femuana. Akatuani bebre or ha brapeni and you na na staff or who schedule who here tomorrow. But ever in other forms. There were other forms which say ebe to say bia ipano or more other in kind here and in exchange a butter. In terms of what you say, Emma, the fathers also be a microphone. Did you maybe in chance or your MCU? You do her or the MC in there, if you say Adunapa Adia or Yankasan to or a fashion designer, but what taking up an MC services are or not again or every any scan or audio, but all year you man know at their creating a fashion, a bunny fashion brand, which is the main business. And the industry Nankasano. Yeah, were your own problems. After the year, try create an industry out of it. Name so abino menini di in our so say and answer of course so say yeah tax name so I already saw better see any so on under our labor laws. Over the time, what has been the perception of MC? Say MC in the rate card bar. Your clients are monthly a jumana sin tino. How much say hey, the MC are obey kekenusun and what's a mouse carry. And there should be a labor law to protect our work as well. Because you don't reap where you have not sown. And I was also about who protect the interest. And now, a wake up call my in as much as a call, a publicity call my as I wake up on my say we should organize ourselves and get recognized in Ghana labor policies. So there be a young so you maybe a bit protect here, so there be a client you engage here. You can say yes, a minimum wage. You're engaging of a service of MC within this price rate. Now put it because some people are collecting some amount to be a cry.
Well, so a tendency describe once his income no dear. Now Emrano say a city and say, well, Uji income okay, we're not tendency. In fact, there's a no hold on. There's a certain let me just make this correction, there's a certain threshold in T say Abia say Bruce I see canoa. Sorry, say me use 10 cities as an example, but I'm saying in Abia once is an income. Mremunu say uji when your income to this level say utia tono and no dey say yentimi enje hwachinye
okay say brapa nye o dey also threshold me from 3,000 for na bear threshold na say nipa no payment rules of engagement ni payment order no say anye bankers kra na say ye mumu a because how hard is the tax system through mumu if mumu is your means of receiving your payment how is the tax system mumu right. And I'm a boy. Because you live in your system. So if already we are paying, you can only receive through bankers or Momo. And a tabletop on it,
they now can also mention as you say the mutual living today.
Me say, tax systems already in the Okas in tax. And I make us say transactions of remuneration. Away you do money.
Mutual tax or income, so no one common you portfolio.
And I make us say, we are not against it, but they should get to understand how you operate the rules of engagement there and some of the progressive, some of the flat rate back. They should also be willing to capture us in our labor laws. And I'm going to say, and yet the woman young crown, and yet a bit protecting a human now that you have recognized it worthy enough so be captured under our tax bracket. We are not opposing it. Yes, I want to human asset. Now, Mumu say, one, Mamu Fantung of what Simu say, yeah, and I'm a better, unless any pan in your profession.
Okay, so Mutia.
Mumu, why didn't tax bracket, Netia, more engage here, near them with a human asset, Yenche how I bet in your Buama, more over Betty amount for, and sign a day, any amount for, every amount for out of business, because it's a private industry that has the potential of inviting more people into the space. And so we want to help the government to help us. But they don't sit there and assume, say, because say, Yamana look the created in all is rosy, say, fine, who is against taxation when it's worthy? And if we are up for it, only if they will engage us on the right negotiation now. Why not? We are willing to help the government make it an industry for recognition.
Okay. Yes. All right. Yeah, that's the MC Portfolio. That's Papa Emisha.
Yeah. You're welcome, brother.
That's MC Portfolio. So, okay, my memory, the portfolio about the
I say, maybe a miniani dinamono, nekwanswa no. Engagements, a key in idea way in engagement because you feel say being a private person, no, then you don't have to pay. Then I buy and make us say the same person no free and say no could do America and also could do Europe baby or TSS was to your tax. Obey to your own complaining that fine, but the interim complaining so no so development be a system nimo. But you see, it is just like the egg and the your friend is saying. Check, yes, which one came first or which one should come first? Should we pay taxes to see development or we should see development to encourage us to pay taxes? This is where the conversation is.
And Pacho, Yamrao Honoma say, okay, we pay so tax or income, no so. And you're saying,
me call on the streets, they say, I'm going on.
Yes, but I'm saying, say, and you saying, can you be answered back as okay, well, say about yes argument, no development as against a taxer.
Yeah. But that is what most of us do ask. And but sa conversation we and yet about MPP government a Ghana problem. Every government will be facing the same problem. No, I know sometimes no I consider the system na grumbling from the public no a jemu. But it's about time we should have this conversation and fix the system so that every government that will come will benefit from it. Yentua tax e Ghana. We because obi bisa say me and me di bisika ye baby. Mpacho Google ne your from say Facebook for no. Some music can omdi set is any money app. Mark Zuckerberg say can say. Oh no any risk can dey but we ought to tax. Obia to taxes. But one of the challenges I could see me identify and let me give myself credit. I try to even fix this thing. Say I was telling you the other day about the film industry. Licensing is key. So, everybody within the industry, if you have a license, at least at the end of the year, you have to give record of Ejuma Awaye. Ejuma Awaye no, ebe chere say, utimi resist say, inti ne tax awe tuya ohone say, ni renew license mawo. Enye crime. Enu crime po be boawo. Se wunye Ejuma biya zero. But Ejuma nenso no, okay, Ejuma nenso no, senya ye humanity no kwesi ukasi ye mu hu akonta ye ntimi. And it's about time GRA should come up with flat rates. Let's categorize the industry. Those in category A should pay X amount every year. Category B, X amount. C, X amount. Say D, wherever rates are, you bedroom, no, give them flat rates. You bet me and a starting point. Kakra no, we will get used to. Ma okaso wo ba be charge yen. Pe nia wako ye adwuma ne nbra betu ya ho sika ne de moa.
Okay.
This flat rate is key for the creative sector.
Tilly, microphone na mintio ewo a tuotua ye ho.
Me mo de me asem we de baby my sentiments one I don't think I'm ready for it on radio. You know, I can't say education no occur because as I said my sentiments will not permit me to deliver it well on radio. You know, I'll rather take I'll plead them. No,
You will speak.
Pacho,
yeah, but minim there just say baby awakuma wo no.
Enti mane fa me ho.
Okay. I see.
Because sa till obekasa.
It's okay, you can't force the lady to speak.
Bagwesi, yenti as you say. As much as we are demanding from government, we should also know say let's find a way and also contribute to the kitty. Ultimately, we are calling for roads, we are calling for this. Find a way being so no, we will be a bit responsible and contribute to the kitty kakra. But rates normally my energy kwesi too high. Ye mpe kwanya ye be faswa omo be my some flat rate and no be my flexible kakra my every year minimum say me to 100 cedis every year I feel comfortable no ma contribute to. It's a starting point. Omo consider hono na omo nyai nia omo chase yen no because you know emwa.
Well, yanko enim yanto eje dwumedie no so that's the issue there. Maybe
News on your number one station.
It's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station. Digital and on your smartphone. Your radio is hot.
Watch on the jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's a woman to some entertainment. I've been another entertainment review. Pressing in the bottom for to not see entertainment. Entertainment review. Now I'm my fans, Saturday. You go see say we the ball cause the money day. Money finish, we go sunbase. Money come, we go do them again and again.
Yes, sir.
We don't really care, really care. We don't really care. We go pop champagne.
Yes.
Oh, we don't really care.
They don't care.
Really care. We don't really care. We go pop champagne. Oh, we don't really care. Saturday.
Let them, no. Go get them.
Pull up in the Benz cause the money day. Money finish, they go run way. Money come, they go show up again and again. But we don't really care, really care. We don't really care. We go pop champagne. No, we don't really care, really care. We don't really care. We go pop champagne. No, we don't really care.
That's a new one from Adam. Go get them.
You go see say we the ball cause the money day. Money finish, we go sunbase. Money come, we go do them again and again. Cause we don't really care, really care. We don't really care. We go pop champagne. No, we don't really care, really care. We don't really care. We go pop champagne. No, we
Now actually move on said story be up. Menisi so pa na story we no my trip break kakra wo ho say in some na my say my kapa no ho baby afa no he didn't pass good, in fact he passed wrong place into ama my slow kakra wo ho Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture Dr. Awa yeah, Hey, Asemo. Adam, do your call. Stop that. You the Sobolo, he pass the Sobolo, if your matter. In fact, CCR Ghana, you're back to chess. Bia Sobolo. Dr. Awa said. Oh yeah, funeral tourism. Now, say no see cancer no. And some no just say me shedan tiase you. Me husu ye papa. Ebia na with me abwa. She. Hello. So good.
Yeah.
And Pacho Sobolo and Co no when who you know.
Adiane.
Sobolo and Co.
Sobolo and Co.
Yeah.
Omo ere.
Ohun Sobolo and Co.
The company announced there. Sobolo and Co.
Tell you who here.
Now what is Sobolo and Co?
Okay, any NTA na member.
Funerals, people gather places. What we want to do with GTA, Ghana Authority, is that one of the funerals would also find tourist attractions in those areas where the funerals occur. So that when they finish, we're going to serve a lot of Ghanaian dishes at the funerals, Ghanaian drinks, Sobolo and Co. And then we can also bus the funeral, those that attend the funerals, to key tourists. If it's funeral in Ashanti, we bus them to key sectors in Ashanti. Ghanaians love funeral, and it's voluntary. For example, there's a funeral here, we'll make an announcement. There's a bus. You are in Kumasi, we are in Kumasi, that's what I talk about Kumasi. We can go to Bonwiri, the Kente. It's there. People are selling kente, they sell at Sanders. When you go there, you spend the money. We are busing them free. When we go to that area, from there are restaurants and truck bars. They go and sit down there and eat. They'll buy water. They'll buy artifacts. They're enriching the rural economy by providing jobs. That's why you want to say we're encouraging people to take advantage of our funerals, to explore tourist attractions, and to deepen our cultural assets, thereby creating jobs for our youth.
Seminuano na wenye ye ewo wenchia. Ekwen bia no meko me free nkran a meko me free ha meko. Nipa no so kwa omudidi omoda. Ebi so kra ye kra na ombeto bode, meto banchi e de akọ. Enti yempo yade moving nipa from their where their usual abode to another place. Into domestic tourism. The minister King Nana said, I was say a day ni ekohun. Ni to me share a queen promoting ye.
We have realized that Ghanaians love their funerals and all that. So can you imagine people go to Tamale, for example? I say, Yakok Tamale, Yakok Tamala, people who call Sim Krada. Into making sure say bus free or no person ko yendi, no person ko here. Sabi, we take opportunity now then. Oko here but 1 hour, 2 hour crowd with my quiet. Akoshaba, 2 bar crowd. Oh, you kwe to me for so ko pagao. You kwe to me for so ko how. That's the concept I ever say. Almost about what is a book. When to can already 1 page pe. Inti esremu. To crime the domestic tourism na and cost remove yeah.
Okay. Well, and she show some the Bebuana, it may boost to domestic tourism.
When there are funerals, people gather places. What we want to do with GTA, Ghana Authority, is that one of the funerals would also find tourist attractions in those areas where the funerals occur. So that when they finish, we're going to serve a lot of Ghanaian dishes at the funerals, Ghanaian drinks, sobole and co. And then we can also bus the funeral, those that attend the funerals, to key tourists. If it's funeral in Ashanti, we bus them to key sectors in Ashanti. Ghanaians love funeral, and it's voluntary. For example, there's a funeral here, we'll make an announcement. There's a bus. You are in Kumasi, we are in Kumasi, that's what I talk about Kumasi. We can go to Bonwere, the Kente. It's there. People are selling kente, they sell at Sanders. When you go there, you spend the money. We are busing them free. When we go to that area, from there are restaurants and truck bars. They go and sit down there and eat. They'll buy water. They'll buy artifacts. They're enriching the rural economy by providing jobs. That's why you want to say we're encouraging people to take advantage of our funerals, to explore tourist attractions, and to deepen our cultural assets, thereby creating jobs for our youth.
Okay. So, Minister Professor Chene said, and then a year biaba Kumasi. Nasi ye no Kumasia. One of the bus back was your free bus untia near Kachosuki, yet the Moko Boomri. Munkona Munko Boomri, senior Hositia. Omokwa, Womope patronize Ombertonia and Omberton Samba, say, not a Sinina and a man from Swingman air caution. This is how we're going to promote domestic tourism. Tilly, we'll be sharing free Sobolo and Co. So now you understand.
Yeah, now I get it. The Sobolo and Co will be a free, but I think it's a good initiative actually because Sebe Penifo Kanye a and koja. Sometimes baby I won't call that no obey to say ukoja obi tin with me call. But I think say all these places so I took crime call because of a year. And you know they have nice places, tourist sites. Esan say a year will continue and cow plans won't say Marco Sheho. If the tourism ministry is finding the way, says say call her we can make you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I think it's beautiful. And of course, so
good initiative. No?
A good initiative because first of all, you have plans. They are taking you there for free. Just that this time they are giving exposure to places now. Maybe they have other tourist sites now. Maybe they are not the mainstream tourist sites, but they have places that are fair. It is a walk called Ashanti region. Called Bonre. We walk Bonre. Ashanti region akwaba unko hu order because enka plans hu okwe. So if you are thinking because amount for Ashanti region, we want them to also experience the nice places near Wahona Sebe.
But me Misao, Chile Sebia ne why she say ukuja unyonko bi we yie. Enfan say kede amount from. Wafa say we ye ntuma wa she in fact ebi okra wo kono asamba enti na wo ha na Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture the bus abase wo the bus abase ye de mo ko ahase na makwa akohwe say enti free untu ahwe enti besenko no asori na so ko is that I don't know maybe
wait a very simple solution enye they are not forcing anybody to be part and they are not saying say by force because you are going to the Ashanti region by force we want you to see
there be now CBB a good initiative
no make not okay I think it's a good initiative because
is it because you are here in okay Almost the bus back see how
no, it's not that at all. Because I'm thinking, say me say if I want to go to the Ashanti region, ebia me nya obia obeka say oh after a year ne betimi akwa ha. But if I have somebody obeka say oh after a year no metimi de wa akwa ha me ko papa. Es no bia we enye hye wo na wo hwe wo ho wo hwe na be bia wo kɔ no ebia time wo be wie wo funeral no untimi nkɔhwe enye wo problem obi so what say me a ebia as not me say me the day I miss northern region no bas bia me fo akɔ me kɔhwe ho because I want to see there are people who don't really care about this tourism thing or no eye no wo kɔ we are wakɔ wasamba ebi kwa na ɔkɔ that day na ase wo kan no ɔkɔ asamba nti untimi nyesa. But if you are going there and you think that avenue bi wo ho or na so on my creative avenue be to see other places after the funeral, why not? And if people like me we have that opportunity to see more, it is a good initiative for someone like me because and you say by force Ashanti region nobody is forcing anybody. We now have timing we have baby and we share how it will benefit you. Now I join anyway any big deal biasa.
Okay, so great. I meet you.
Yeah, because I say okay so bolo and co no na you are confused, but after explanation no I'll still push say this initiative say GTA be far to so say this is a Sobolo and Co initiative. Yes, because when it comes to campaigns, slogans count. Into say Becca see Sobolo and Co initiative tourism and Sobolo and Co tourism.
And baby, then they have to come and pay me.
I know you becca we chire ho. But it's very very good. You see, who started campaign when your initiative be a better driving na ebewu. Into Sobolo and Co is a very catchy phrase and I say title. Chire no send atili kan yi. This is a very good initiative. Make I first time Honorable Krikumante can about funeral tourism. Three a month for no. Hey, na funeral because of the way Ghana for yehu tourism a year efa. Into udi bibi sabet but town say funeral tourism ya eno so no ebema amanfo feel a bit uncomfortable. But udi bibi ti say Sobolo and Co na afi ye di chire mu say oh mo ba ye be ma mo Sobolo ye be ma mo enema bi a fine say Sobolo krampo a eno krampo ye fine nti eno de me bo ministry na ba so ka ho kwesi many a times ye obibi a mo na mo ye cons ne matili say mo ye bi ye free bibi derived demand. Oh okay, derived demand. That is where I be one product another demand be another demand. Senior minister you can ye a ban a year ye too kwan a call a year. First na football sports and na has supporters nikotoko supporters omuchin all around the country. Eko di team nechi eko kwhwe ball. E bia omoko mako Saturday enyumre no enfa na omoko. In those days no say can tourism initiative you or her nka obo nso omoko Saturday kra mbe person be kwa no pa no na ye de omako rounds. Ye call first pako during the festival no omo organize tour site visits within it near the mokoko baby bobodo laso ne ho no makohwe bo bi ayasen ne wo ho unhu bibia unhu niti unhu ne nai but ye de mokoma mokohwe but we there o hwe the tourism potentials ne a year wo ha anse na o ko ba ko a wo awakọ yie no kwesi so ye adwuma wo Peace FM no wakọ ekura bia se yie ne wako visit areas bia oba adwuma mu ho a the next time when there is any vacation oba prese anas oba the idea ne beba say oh me call Asankragua na bibi say wo ho chale mo me enko visit ho into the one person now omde call bia free no he becomes an ambassador and a promoter of that site. These are some of the things initiatives there start here. You will spend, you will promote it, you will use people as voluntary campaigners. First, omobe feel say bia ona wo bom ho kadiako, but strategically you are using them to campaign for it. Intermediate me bom abaso. Sobolo and Co travels. And I see Sobolo and Co because if I be to asuma me. Sobolo and Co experience.
So Yanko ni so na yeni komo Peace 1043 FM. So that was just Bibia no na ochimu yeni shie so na yepese kakre bi so Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture ni omode eba so ke say umbeti ma friend no so umbeti ma friend so blue and cool initiative. Well, senior person friend bia ubetimi afre no yenko enimo na nto aso entertainment review Peace 1043 FM na otwi asemba ko so a edi akotene pa Stonebwoy ene Shatta Wale. Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale ni nyina ye Accra Sports Stadium last Saturday. Mobeka ya entertainment review made to just ababe to dra Shatta Wale de betu dra se wo ba be ye ni show e wo ye Accra Sports Stadium from I think say 20th 25th or festival, that's Freedom Wave Concert Festival, Freedom Wave Festival. Or by yeah, one announce flyer and buy 25th no so be perform more Accra Sports Stadium. Then your honman so na flyer back also Stonebwoy honum say buy be to dra. I also chess 22nd of a year December one also be perform or the event Accra Sports Stadium. So we started asking questions. Yes, I say see busansem. Ye buse say so Shatta Wale ba be di ni juma e Accra Sports Stadium. Sa e brain mu anso no Stonebwoy so e ba be perform wo honum say. Enti ekoye ni sa na che se akwakoye nkomo ene nsem bebre. Yen kan bi hye mu ye honum na Shatta Wale nyumtuni e social media so e de nsem bebre de ko to dwa se. Wono ba be ni show 25th December. Ni nwa Stonebwoy so enso so oba be ye ni show 22nd December. Na senya niam sitie no omuhia days no bebre ohia days no bi aka ho days na wo de be show no esua emwa enti na akwa ese Stonebwoy ya to anwia eguni gari mu na national the Accra Sports Stadium na nkasa no wo mu a wo hwe so e ba no nhihye ese bia wo pese wo yusu Sports Stadium no e de bibia e hye National Sports Authority for ensa wo mu ene wo hwe so ne nhihye no enti e ba ye na tese ese ye bo opinion na ye tie nsem no mu yie ensem a Shatta Wale di aba be to dwa ne ne okeka ne ekoso enti yenko amano so na ne Rita Obin Asare or head of PR public relations man National Sports Authority na ye no ni nkomo kakra ewie Rita ma akwa baba entertainment review Peace FM so ewie
binya be ma meje
so san komo yi aba be to dwai obi so na basa no bi so na stre ne ye twi ni nyina anwom to fom ye no a won pese omu yusu Accra Sports Stadium we from Momo side National Sports Authority dia na betimi aka kire yen na yetimi nyante ase etiefo bi asem na ayekesene ne kakra because senia me kire mu no muna ban Sports Stadium no a ehye ase a mo hwe so asem no ne sempa Stonebwoy ne Shatta Wale stadium no ehun komot sempa
yeah me nya be ma me da wase me sanso echia etiefo ni na senia wedika chiribo no ye was Stonebwoy na ye was Shatta Wale omunyina pese wo mu edi agudi ewo Accra Sports Stadium enchemu kaka National Sports Authority ye wo request yenya fee both parties on the 30th of August saka letter ifi Stonebwoy management. The letter was dated 29th August 2023 but saka on the 30th of August 2023 was on the 31st of August 2023 invoice FA facility or pese wo use no wo call ne fa ba konso a yenya letter ifi Shatta Wale management on the 3rd of September 2023. The letter was dated 1st September 2023. On the 13th of September Accra Sports Stadium e be meeting kakra.
But your info na be meeting ba Accra Sports Stadium info.
Yeah, but your Shatta Wale management Accra Sports Stadium ebeshia NSC Intenyo4.
Okay.
Nti enchemu kakra ewo ho na media switch.
Okay. And sign up monshishia tie authority no say na mo hyehyɛ tie say obi pese e bia obe yusu sports stadium no memfa ne say te say bia event mienu yi obese obe yusu a brebe no nipa ko no bia obetimi aka say well stadium no CCR no wo mensemu a me ne yaka wie say otue sika ana bia obeje contract bi no san na tie pa
antimi nya be ma ye di kan no ubedi kan atro for the request beba na ya share ye calendar for the year senya winimu no agudie hu juma na yedi nti ye share calendar so na every woman obetime use brain na wunia na ye di amawo nti nhise ya eda hone
enti 13 September sa meeting na Shatawale management team ne mo beye no wo mo baaye o mo beye so ke wo mu tue sike bi ma mo so ke wo stadium no ya je mo ka ko si sempa
the pacho a family ni na obi antue sike bia ma National Sports Authority se facility no waje ye ni se ye ma mutual letters ne ba na approval ba ye the contract ba obi a hwemuna obi a tene ho asia ansana siketia bi anase bibi wo ho a abasofa nanso ye top parties many wo Ghana sana nyoma koye no abra yehu ya ni videos na online oyizi se nti e ma nyoma slow down kakra nti se me wo ka say obi a make payment bia ma National Sports Authority
okay
oba the program ewo Accra Sports Stadium
okay member payment no so but mamimbusa so from the chronology of event here our mind see a date no especially our bro so e dia maye no na chese ye eba no nkrata mu a ene nkitahudi a nia ne krata na o hyase enimu bedi nkitaho kane so opeso use sports stadium no Stone Boy sanete
me pacho sa pepe
okay we date na just no buy a crown no be kobe ni na otwe be mienu okay on the 3rd and on the 3rd okay so just some few days be na Shatawale nso die no buy
me pacho
and o kan about payment mimbusa o ye kase ewie are you saying sir Rita Stone Boy entua sike bia ema authority sports authority ni so ke pese use stadium sanso na Shatawale nso ntua sike bia se pese use stadium no
me pacho de
sa eni enti bebrebe ni nyina no eno ani hwan fa
ya be ma be nyoma ekosi uyo bia wudi show bi sechi a enye bibia enye wanwa bebre nyina no me huni se eboa mo di promote wo mujumedi yen fem jumedi bia wose ye de boa ma through artist no bia jumedi ekoso sourcing no as venue you know ye be ye di aboa wo no mo so wo promotion side and so almost so near so almost so we wish them all the best. Dates na any or more it's not Sikaya or Mujitu. So be okay with this beer. Yeah, so we are ready to work with them.
Misao because of in some ababetuja a man for RTB enti we dey Rita me pese bia betimi atimi a church nyemam kakra mayen and me kan about a video Shatawale ye ya ode to abonten o kan insemi wom say wono no event no because of the number of days obe here e be set up say Stone Boy about 22nd na so no about 25th na days na ode be set up no emwa na womo ne mo be ye meeting no mo ka kire o mo say obi obe use stadium no de be ye event no ohia be 1 week or the answer or the set up omo ntiase sa na mo ma omo nya ntiase enti koye efuo mu kakra ye wanwa se okay echie no omo tese mo se Magic Stone Boy 22nd hono de na kan fa ho
me nua be ma me jenya wo kan ituma enye based on data media ma wo no nti me ho break on 1 week period no ebe mu. And originally no yema will be facility mostly 2 days before the event and then 2 days after the event. So the bell on now the Jumedi was stadium for.
Moment park no 2 days pe.
2 days.
Nti say obi ka say 1 week say bia me ba be musical event mo be ma me mo authority no mo se mo ma 1 week o say enya no kre.
Sana midi kan HHU mono based on the calendar or your plan for other events 2 days before and 2 days after. Into what about your program no feel say we here more than the number of days available want to share what to meet so I but if it's not available it could be say no entertainment event but sporting event be yen to me mbu ye ni ngu eno so enka say we here 1 week nti the facility no amount
again when uchiremu say mayen Shatawale nsem ni bia wode tudwa about self Stonebwoy crash show na moje ye no as authority no enyamwa mu pemu na mu free moje ye and that omampanyi ba Jankruma no frɛ ye Emma Otis board director of operations crime so you ralo comment say empenfo bebre din su aba be pie mu a say I say mo akasakra as authority no opinion da no prof I say empenfo bi na pie mo ma moje Stonebwoy show no
me pa so any penny bia enkasa ye juma ena ye nti so ya eda ho no obi a we use to aka sport stadium pen and me be ya adwin say nti so ye eda ho enye different from nia etwemu dida penny bia influence obi a say ye ndintia obi ana say ye ma obi enye date request a wo mo de baye eno aso ni ejina ni edi juma documents near the edgema, letters, evidence, BBA, even after misunderstanding on the 19th of September, the Director General, both management, ex-master, discussed issues in Mobiase and Huase, Emma, Asinjay, Ebefi. In Tisan and BD can we will be a woody show visit here. Me, I don't see the back and forth as any strange thing. It's part of the promotion of their various musical shows. It means the BBA but documents and letters are management of both artists in China and the Juma. Ye third party bia any in Komo Jumedia Ejino.
But Utieni sem no kind or insist fact or kind and I'm sure say any say bia want to for bebriate omo mahwe as Shatawale ese omampanyin ba the president daughter meeting a womo any director general ebeye wono no obo ono Shatawale management team no say pressure fi omampanyin ba ho no say ba no nya asem ketwa
no mini abe ma enye no kre no kre bia ni asema okanim na ora lord komi unim per information bia unim say ofre o director general mi ni mo bibia number mi ni obi an kasada nti say owo evidence bisa dia na mi ni the people involved me am ne wo kasa ene area ni bobo mu di me ni omu number me ni omo kasada me ni omu nhia me ni omu nye meeting da me ni na me ne wo ka efa request e ba ye ni anamo aye tutu oni nyina ho.
So peniama ekosusisi ani esisi ya dia still no artist me nu we no momo hihia mu die gu akwan mu se bia date na beto dwa no se obia ba na se bia oba betua mo de be ma wana bia ma take decision so ni aba beto dwa no kra no ye mfa ma obi bia kra no be perform send a tier as authority no.
Oh ye de ni bibia tia artist ni mu bia omo data omo nyina agitum so ompese omo bo mu show so la omo pena so omo be bo on the day ya ni bibia tia wo. Okay.
Na yehu krate bi afi a concerned member, management member of Shatawale na o tunu fo se ebe ya nka show no kura no mo ewo Yes Sports Stadium. Ayemia no mwanya matie fi Shatawale management team. Ono ne side say bia okay 25th no kura date ni empebium officially senator.
Me pacho yenya ni tie bia sawo.
Stonebwoy so mwanya ebia BBC bia mempe date no ana monte hwe senator.
Me pacho yenti bia nya yetia ne nya won so wote wo enframemu.
Ena obianso ma metue sike bia mfa amamu.
Me pacho dey.
Does that mean say na me bana me see for instance 22nd percent me Sports Stadium ya na mbetue sika mo beje ana mo mfa amame.
Oh, Sanya Midi Kanka, it's a process. Eguso. Me assure say Nyoma Abeba up back and forth, and by now you're close to that chapter. And before I be moving on to any new development, you be making sure say the issue at stake, resolved.
Okay. No Krasa Shatawale, the last time we used Sports Stadium still or Demoka?
On the for the usage of the stadium, name contract behind you know what fine yeah. So the say yeah during the show it's in the contract say will be to Yahoka. Those damages maybe and outstanding, but for the usage of the facility for show now or the energy on the
Oh, just the last time or perform or you show hono nyama be say nyama bensa
Mpacho in Konya stadium seats maybe 82 years. Oh,
okay. But mentia say na move the ma one more deposit be 20,000 be the twice year for sad damages no. Say no you correct. I say 20,000 Konya na say no intimi take care of it ana.
Mpacho say almost say damage na say a bro nya with deposit here. Was any account with account.
So as they say ma say because any house can say still honum side ni there obligation or bibi honum say why no does that mean say as mo say no e bro sa wo hu okay mpacho we there adaroma Sports Stadium you na dia antimi busa o say be me you should perform events na moji ahe
mpacho we dina jumedia wo pese wudi biaya wo be use any nyakeka ho eno no your marketing department any task force for when you mushia no ma hwe won krate mu ni opese we because stadium neso obi ho da portion kakra bi no pe nti ejina wo program no ne kase area wo be cover ne nyoma wo be use ene be kire boa ubetia
enti ni anyomtefo no eyusu no ebi abam se bia me fan se o ma ba endube half cra one side of the studio I no say no mo charge ahen
Sanya Midi Kanka and a lot of things for mean marketing for any and for the being Tuja.
Okay, that means you only need some information. No?
Oh, yeah, various figures, but Sanya Midi Kanka.
Any about be so my head to say ebini sensor.
Oh, not less than 100,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, to use ABA fan, it's a musical concert, you person year, not less than 100,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, all right. Rita, the better say na Yahresenia Ebeko. Why?
Yeah,
that's Rita Obina Sari, Okasama National Sports Authority. Ewie ena 1 year D Komono. Na somebody are too many names okay. Shatawale call social media so and send me ready to ja about this whole stadium our person will use to na Stonebwoy so person will use to honum saying one tia say Stonebwoy should be use to Sports Stadium no before no ba be use to essence this no M1 no or can send me bre kakra
involve all the youths. You understand me? There's a forum I want to do where I want to talk to most of the youths. It's not just a show. It's a Shatter Movement AMG Festival. We will want cause so that every year we go have make government even get involved. We dey go meetings. Even today, where they hear they say the date interval where they do, he go do this thing. So so make Stonebwoy do in show, make we not do one a show. That's what they tell you right now. Say make Stonebwoy do in show and make we do one a show next year. Shatter Movement. If you take Ghana, where they hear say they talk this thing, where you no get sense. Where you no get sense to listen to this thing that they talk. They say you foolish person. If you say Afro Nation, they can't do for Ghana. Do you know how many weeks did they take set up? Where did they do them a show? Afro Nation. So Afro Nation, as government give them, they can do. Then now some company go come. They call them Fiber Nation. They go come. They will say they won't do a show before Afro Nation. The time where Afro Nation they take set up, no, that date's inside. No, they won't do show. No, then government okay, Afro Nation stop and let the people do their show. Manega, Ghana we fuck up for year. We fuck up country. You understand me? That's why sometimes I come here where they disrespect. If somebody come here where they can't talk to me, I say, it be total foolishness. Which support with this? Something where we they do every year when our fans know. This they tell we say, no, the way that thing do and the way and then apparently I meet Lord coming. Where they tell us we won't pay for the stadium. By the way, the delay for we make you pay for the stadium. Somewhere they said they call him Jude. Where they are Shama. People they watch in status stuff. Yeah, Jude, you see me? I'm a very bad boy. You understand me? I make research about you and everything already. Don't see her like that. I get boys, I get girls for streets. Did they watch your status? Jude actually was the one who was trying to make sure that yes, we no go have one show for them. This evening now they here. Say the terms here, then we for choose one who go do the show and you see the people where they did the stadium, make I tell you something. You see what we they do? You know be kindergarten play. You understand me? You know be play thing where we they do for year. You understand me? If people their offices in the work, no say this one be to somebody work where you don't know what they go on for the work inside. So when we they do something, you for listen carefully and shut up.
Okay. Well, so you to Shatawale now to say yes, Ninsem Nibia, of course, social media, so now or the two job. Yanko na Yanni Stonebwoy ni management team chief Yanni chief ni nkomo na enti omo so chief mo akwa baba entertainment review so we
pastor me that you rapping.
So mo side of the story ni same pa Shatawale and some of the atuja no chese munim so ye show e wo ye Accra Sports Stadium on see afie bia or the fly about the two show about the show. I was Sports Stadium. Who ya no say most of the fly about the two say mobile show was Sports Stadium. And ti Mashada Ebwa Payo. Dear name in Chichimuamo.
Okay. We batch up with that far. As a media, we shouldn't have even gotten to this level as Semiakwa could do because Nanka entertainment there anka ade amanfo eni je ho anka yen artist no ngade bre the part of no senebeya obi any better and especially being December being a festive season no and it's just us trying to bring entertainment to the people and at this year in Kasano the reason why I'm planning say a big concert in Ebeko stadium they say as we all know Stone dropped the album earlier this year and he's been very busy on tour globally. He's been around and as of now Kasano is still going back to continue the tour. It's an plan they say by December no and Kasa every year concert
the tour no like a homecoming concert, the cabin concert no. And thirdly, so every year so Shaman to the World Concert and September way. But because we are busy outside of the country, it couldn't happen. Until okay. Let's take the concert, to a bigger venue. And we all know the challenges we face when it comes to venues for events in this country. Normally, Grand Arena, but Grand Arena, the people we are expecting need the magnitude of the event this year, So, I know you compare and it's okay. Let's check on the Accra Sports Stadium. Say available based on our data. Now, and see, yes, the request call. Once we are away, I think about we made the inquiry almost 2 months. Almost 2 months ago, we sent the inquiry. Almost okay, and sure, formally. So we did that, and then we got the response back with an invoice, and so we proceeded. And I'm more explaining, lay down procedure and the rules are very enough for everybody to go through. And we went through that, and see, and it's at the point. Do baby and uncle was there, you procedure payment, and Director General Kasa say Mumba for a meeting, the 7 Mokasa. It's a co meeting, I said, so okay, I mean, date now, 23rd of December, available. But meaning, Munia, Bakubinsu event will have 25th of December. Even though formally, no reach out to me yet, but me assure some mobile. And think I move on with the payment because me check him dates now, 23rd and 25th, I said, I mean, the time difference, a bit closer. And she never say, Mummy, Obeshia, Nanka, more discuss, say, okay, okay, more set up any idea. Munyano, some way okay, maybe I don't have a problem with anybody doing that. In fact, it's a public venue. Obia, so you over to me about. And so Munkona Mun discuss and Namumbra. So based on that, you feel me and I say, make one American friends. I mean, yes, I'm a flex. And I'm a friend. I'm so, I mean, my bow now, say, continue. And also, I look at what is say, will be booking up for 23rd, but not only there. Now, I reach out to him. On also need the team by discussing, and then we'll talk to the technical guys, and then we'll take it from there. And I'm so good. And TM said the next day, on also call meeting with NSA Hokusha Prof. And after that, I mean, say, why here promotional video, everything secure, It's my friend, I'm saying, Sammy, no, I mean, no, we can't Kasana. May try and say, yeah, internal meeting between us, just to sort out this technical issue, And I will go ahead now, but anyway, and she saw the whole promoting event. And see how far, and also, on in Kasana, on the man and he's not happy about it. And I'm so he's not happy about it, also, I mean, if you said the timing is too close near the end, I'm saying, I mean, it's not even about say I'm seeking permission and I'll be good from you, but it's just for us to discuss so that it's very easy among all of us. Because say in Abe you the same vendors are. Say maybe event now, it's very easier among say maybe near many boss sounds.
So a chef our mutia bia okayina be issue vendors are bia woman said antiasiano. And they say bia woni pa kwa wode ban no niama na mo be use no niama mo be use no wono na wo kan vendors me boa.
That's one exactly.
Okay.
So maybe the sound be ban or be stage or be light near the you need say come on so there when it comes to these things we are all familiar with them. You can mention their names offered. You can call their names offered because these are the people we all go to when it comes to events. And we repeat them every now and then. We've done that for years, since years now anymore. And see your past and I'm saying, okay.
But me hwem kakra no chese anya adia munyina mu yusu niama no omom de niama no ba anya adia mu na mu yusu the same niama no. For instance, obi obey sound amamo no different from nia oye sound adiama shatawale no correct.
I mean, I was saying maybe me boni panity. What happened was that menene kasa wie And my friend, Mr. Frank Kwache. What I mentioned is everybody knows it when it comes to production in this country.
Yeah.
Last year, no man, and this year, no year. And I'm sure I'm trying to say, okay, this is the situation, you know. A better see a bear and anybody because my last year beam concert or no answer in a year sounds fine.
Okay.
It's okay. You better say no, send a bear who we are. You don't have to take off the sound for another person to come. Into bear my who we are. Now, it's just any man or no, maybe send a bear easier movie.
And now, okay, sanity because at Green Chami Busa sanity, no, from Shatawale management team and specifically Minister Sami Bam Edi Komoichi on say, Niano Chairman said there be any Frank Kwache and a Yamomo sound no Obodi be a say mention Ankai. So Popelo said,
Bra, me patrono credit where you back open. Who can cry? No, why you free? Mean, General Radio, so Peace FM, man, can be nice and look back up. I spoke to Sammy and I'm in Frank Kasai. Men, I'm in a Kwame phone, so I'm in a fair Frank near the Kasai. Frank is my senior brother, meaning a new and 20. Oh, you're in a Kasai, so I mean, it shouldn't be a problem. Until we were, I just say on one and any on this one. Only for to get back, say, oh no, Sammy, say his man is not happy about it. I'm saying, why are you not happy about it? And for all this one, cry, you've gone ahead with your promo near the back. For that one, it depends on the institution. You know, say, only will be any formal engagement. Not say you go out to be engaging in the media. Say, oh, you say, well, only way you say, as for that one, maybe I'll leave it on the side. But we're only waiting, say, you bear the right thing before we can even announce. In Tiabani, Sano, almost okay. But see, time, no, you're too short, man. So what can we do about it? So I had to also go back to my team, you know, the back and forth, and we decided, so okay, the best is Sunday, it's maybe about 22nd. And Beam concert will be any 23rd, and the reason why I cry any 23rd, they say, usually Stone gets very busy in December, or both shows they bring. And see, earlier, send a bayer, Benya crying about other shows during the season. And we've been doing it 23rd for the past 5 or so years now. And I say because we'll be an idiot to see the bucket said no. It's been like that.
But baby, I want to know me bisa say being so I can say yes, any our castle will be any say beam concert 23rd na mo yeno. E being so ban IS Sports Stadium, yes, and yes Shatawale dia. And yet or no pay any artist I say will bet me use Sports Stadium what I'm saying. But one also bear 2 occasions as a day no Sports Stadium honum say no use for a event no enti and kamoso move and go baby for no dear na aka ho
bra the patrol sanka event na happen the same day the same time and at the same venue and me see sanka we be answer we didn't can answer nipa kwanka so be answer about this should actually be maybe sakodia. But let's be frank with ourselves here. And then as I said, top artists in Ghana, a bit do festive season. Now, say, oh, 22nd there, there's a mini fest. 23rd, the Beam concert. 24th, Kojo entry. 25th, SAC. Now, oh, maybe 26th, and now 27th, Shatawale. So we can all support each other. King Promise, Mo, Black Sheriff, no, I feel everybody is coming up with their concert. Last year, I can remember, Mr. Drew was so true. The co-vice, so yeah, make it time near Quaco support here. We start a big growing industry.
And but baby, Mimbusa Chief, Munimo be a friend of Jude, or Sports Authority or Tiashama.
Maybe on Tiashama, but Patuade, or NSA. He's actually the revenue officer.
Okay.
So he's like the main guy and not OD here for all of us.
Okay. Oh no, when him just say we need a good relationship. Wow.
Yeah, one pony say Jude and let me say NSA actually were even almost say now you guys as in Stone team no holding on because they didn't say shut ever because they've been like the customers in team holding on with the payments. Because the percent money on multinational agree on time now, based on time now, if they are okay with this. So they were actually, if I'm looking at it from another angle, make us think, defend it, Shatter any team on the day say, oh, even though no moon formally or moon by answer, but they were actually there for them. So I'm surprised video or or mona or kika and semi there.
And you say Jude no because I see Jude no insist this year per se mumfa Shatawale in fan show no next year.
Me say maybe do Ghana the next day that me come Jude. I say prior to that I didn't know Jude. Me no. You understand? You don't have to know somebody to go ahead to go and book a venue. They almost the Ukraine to my NSA hall. Almost the Ukraine procedure and my public office. It's almost mean transfer.
And minimum and penny ba a jankruma.
But me part away now. I say a lack of knowledge and MOB there.
Because I say a man penny ba and no afraid a Director General of Sports Authority no or man pressure. Yeah.
Me part so. My person like man penny background, man penny ban or man penny bow, but occupy office. And an office in a Creative Arts Council.
Authority agency.
And Creative Arts Council, no. Nejuma is saying, and it's only Nejuma at our office in India. You wouldn't have a problem with this. We're a creative industry, no one them. Any of the women in say, you say, you say, when I say, and Kofono effort because
more as Stone Boy, Muko be Mukos, not a creative arts agency, Honum say. And I'm Mudi Assembly.
Yeah, because what was happening, who say you do stage now, they will say payment. I'm saying hold on until say you shut a mobile agree on the setup time. They say, you're okay with it. And Tini and Cranny, if you say, move frustrated, say, move per se, and two calls were coming in from top quarters. But we are all here.
Top quarters, he said, a Lord coming.
Exactly. It popped up. As in the name popped up.
Okay.
And I know no kwa.
Or no so fresh of fresh.
And then me say, Ora Lord come in and Kasana mean yes so maybe the way I'm presenting assembly man or no to fee say somebody is trying to stop the other team from getting the venue. No one the venue is there for everybody.
Auntie, Ora Lord come no Shatawale afa eno man penyi ban so ma afa so power pass power wo.
There be when you afani afa. Course na a call it was to stop Stonebwoy from booking the venue. And see we like
how. Chese nyabutre chief nyabutre. Course ni fi hwan ho.
Edin be na boy no.
Ora Lord come here no say e call ye say ma Stonebwoy nye show no.
Not specifically, but I said.
But you just said stop. Until maybe you just said stop. To stop Stonebwoy.
It was to frustrate the process. Say you be engaging.
Okay.
Basically, I just wanted to put it, blank. I mean, sometimes when you are trying to, be diplomatic about these things now.
Some Ukraine there that why no I can Ukraine no. Ora come e frɛ Mama Stonebwoy nye show no. Meboa.
Me can but that was the intent. Na ewo.
Ena musumunya man panyin ni ba eye jankruma. Ena ono so frɛ ye, ena ono so say
an office, Creative Arts Agency, almost di as office no we can be. If you the corner say
but chief man yes because you rally come on office or director of operations at the Jubilee House.
The pastor say any and creative assembly.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to creative arts, need them if say agency no na the right agency what they call.
Okay, so by implication, oral come onu yin hu fi creative arts for ensensemu.
And who we are brapping so the whole time no po come being bemu because ono Shatawale na nkasa na boy ono an car or video no so okohu Lord come say unfair omo. So basically that was it. So we also had to take it to the agency.
Okay.
And the agency they not say, oh how? Like do the right thing.
Okay.
And that's what exactly happened. And see on the 19th, 12 FA meeting, they now got I mean both sides, management of the stadium, NSA, this two years say, oh, yeah, cause una cause na say and because we the entertainment are more for, which is nice. And they say more because first off, the business. Yes, so venue I see more the business and entertainment said the mama for, but going forward, Munye say, Pamunye say, Munye say, Munchanya contract answer. You can go ahead and put your da out. We now agree and nicely, we can pictures. No, so okay. Wama go ahead. Say we are not ending a contract, so you can push to go and make your payment. And we follow that. Only for us later in the evening, say the whole video now we fair now body in a bro. Nobody is afraid of anybody in this country. Obia so Obia. Say Banita Kashini Bugana, bro. We can give it to me, but we've gone past that. Until let's act maturely now. Then at the end, it is entertainment. We are taking it to the people. And our fans, Opa, Fashatawale to her. So, any concept. Never Stoneboy Beijing. Stoneboy about hero, they would sing it. Opa, Stoneboy, and Fanny stage so on Ashata, almost but they are the same people we are serving. Yeah, concept was Shamana, Shatawale, Abedina, or border. They heard him sang the songs, beautiful, real call. The concert called or Dome some years ago. Stoneboy and Samini Koi didn't allow them to perform. But when they come once them. The last time I heard concert 2018, the very day now I been concert. He organized a free concert just to distract concerts now why not come once them. So it's about time we need to point some of these things out. Bro, nobody is afraid of anybody. Nobody can do. I don't want me pessimistic because this
Munya butro because me say Satan so video no kan no so kan sem na yes ni niam obetimi aye ne ka ho te say munya butro
me no see akra legal team no fa ho but we all know what is happening currently protests near there no so we have to hold on but the legal team definitely is going to take it on because
legal team of why say legal team
oh your legal team will take him on
okay
because issuing threats near there no you can be taken on so we will follow that they do also your man for us
chese mama my lawyer for in same be aka no threatening commenting
of course me patch up I mean it's out there in public and everybody has heard it there was evidence of that since he will take it on
but I no am mun show Stoneboy show na mun cancel show no
the pastor through the no. Maybe I free ne yesune by the
okay, so there's this crater a Darbontin. Me name say be away who efi or concerned management member, but Same Flex, who is also a management member of Shatawale management team, no. Work as a senior Yamasi Kono, a Bayanka, work at or two Shatawale for set, show no crown, Momu Mobium, when was Akratano?
May patro Darby, but maybe without Candia, I may measure because you are a respected personality. So I can't that.
Oh, it's actually all over. I mean, both. In fact, even Samina, somewhere to be Banakra or Noakra, Ashewo, and I will post you on his social media handles and on the letterhead of Flex Entertainment. Some Flex in your kaka home. Watch say Ebaya cra, Omunya concert. No, Ekoba said, was you on Mobium cra saying, and I'm Befano.
Oh, bra, me patrol on Bobium, send it there. Mona decided a 7 more because NSC no car say or Mobiambo or say this, no. Mekai one of the statements I brought here meeting, I say, or say henceforth, no, 25th December is for Shatawale, 22nd December is for Stoneboy at the stadium. We decided on that. And this maybe we knew it, but that is one of the statements of making, a clear say what they are mind both sides, say because this is what you are doing for the people. And if somebody is deciding, say, because we pay the kind and they say, because Stadium Nankasano, I mean, when you look at the calendar, GT Bank allocate for their event all the way until the 19th. In Tiekano, we just have 2 days. In fact, the 2 days no cry no more. So mama will cry 3 days, but normally, like 2 days, no more. Now they are set up. And at the end, in beam contest, by 2-3 a.m. we are done. And as soon as we are done, we are packing our stuff out. And the kind of setup by cry is different from what they are going to do, what they have said earlier. And so, I mean, who said there's any hindrance and any form of say, oh, men said that I'm going to be in your any other day.
But I mean, Mr. Chief, say, Shatawale no about 22nd, and Kamu date in 25th, and Kamu Betias here.
I buy a bebopa, my young.
And say Ghana for na say Yasema ye can say okay, well, unim. Mummy and Kramun can boom na munya concert, munya shua, and also Stoneboy Bay.
Thank you.
Stoneboy, but Stoneboy Bay. I simply say Stoneboy Bay.
Oh, Brown Bay. Let me say, sometimes, I'm for, I wish, say, they will see Stoneboy from behind the scenes. Yeah,
because impression ni be from the management team of Shatawale and say I say Stoneboy so tintin you maybe honman ka Stoneboy are on budget like on give you
and a perception based on what they see from social media. Me some flex vacatawa anytime I speak to him I tell him, yo, as for the fans they leave them on social media is different. And let's deal with ourselves, in a real way behind the scenes, yen controlling narrative, Now you're more and yes, for fans needed, they will continue to be fans on social media. We better here, we better high, we better leave it. Don't carry that one into making you believe say where you say and where you say there be. Leave it at that point, So what you say?
Yeah.
You see, there's never a time Stoneboy will have an issue with Wale. I remember me, I'm telling you, I'm being super honest with you. Many Stone to me when I say Wale assembly background I don't know more any sir. Sometimes me so if people can actually see him in this light, and yet Bibiana maybe meeting me for camera, they see me so recorded the other speaker. But I know the guy very well. I mean, he doesn't have any hate or whatsoever for Wale. But unfortunately, I know Wale no in a different but I mean, let's leave it as such. If he doesn't want it, we'll continue. And yes, he but we are mature people. And if he said, industry, and you turn and you Ghana Hanqua, the whole world is watching us. If you have social media, and all the people to help everybody, wherever we go around the world, we share man for random meaningful. Now then I say, then I will say. Recently, I met somebody in Brooklyn, and the guy is talking of coming to invest in Africa. And the kind of things are not all about Ghana, and he was rather going to that. It will be owned by Africa now, Caribbean guy. So it's important to control the narrative positively for the world to see there. I mean, Ghana, no, you see, you're in a movie.
Okay.
We've been there, we can do it.
Mimbisa we you. In 70 be a Shatawale can fa a Stoneboy home. Be very disparaging, be a fine or can't cripple Apachinisa. How does Stoneboy feel about those things?
I mean, why he's done that for so many times. Should we continue to engage him in that? So the funny thing is there's never been a point that Stoneboy has baby I can't want some senior now, what can you be? Oh, sorry, I did be now it's uncivilized. It's uncivilized. It will be me to see. I'm sorry, now I'm because we all have.
But okay about Unjina baby can who fino. And I've heard from the management team of Shatawale almost almost accuses Stoneboy say Stoneboy Jina stage so say Obi will have a friend who dance or king. If you are here or you call yourself a dance or king, then you're the source. Na by that no so no Shatawale no so friend who dance or king ti no so odi na tem.
Me say when it comes to dance or king, the matia man for be bro for dance or king. It is assembly there. Sabi, I mean, using a platform with so I can say. I mean, in the heat of the moment, sometimes to me, foul move in a moment being maybe with me, I mean, I apologize, and that's maybe I mean, one can you stone you be I mean, he allowed all of us working with him to share opinion, share views, or tie yakasa or tie onwa etimi wo convention bi but okasa or tie nadie enti when it happened you can want them onwa will say I mean it was in the heat of the moment now cancer but he wasn't even referring to Shatta specifically. I mean it was just in the heat of the moment. Thank you. Let the world know say bro there's a lot of work for us to do because there are a lot of talent. What say you be crime or so what you say? What say be crime near the more opportunity in the platform. And see, so who feel fair? Want to mean yes and answer obey say I mean don't be rubbing it in the faces of the people there.
Okay. So Kiakin Modiamo Mariata so say mobile show no 22nd Accra Sports Stadium meboa.
22nd it's been sealed.
Okay.
I mean it's been sealed.
But National Sports Authority for some betua county da be number kotua.
Oh, me pacho initial deposit your contract into no.
My deposit.
Oh yes.
Ana mami ene kasa zia o simuntua yo Rita Obin aside. Or Kasama Sports Authority simuntua hwe.
Oh, me sure say afena e bi onya updating here.
Oh, okay.
Offices there sometimes na we say different departments in a dealing there so they have to update.
Okay.
But I remember said before even publish our flyer Nene Omoliga, lawyer Kasa on phone, and I'm sure you no go ahead and say, okay, let me release the flyer, and that's when we.
Jima make initial payment of about how much?
Oh, it's a way a contract, I mean to me, kind of but initial deposit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. That's it, Chief. That's Chief Abiola. Belongs to a Stoneboy management team or Kasa, the team, and a very long one there. Well, I say, and Sabet Miaka, or Asameba, or Kasama, Satawale management team, out the Krata Baba Tuja, or can say, two concerned management member. But your friend on far humano. I remember studio no hanum saying till you create power ha. So great safo e wa hanum saying. So great microphone na mintie so far. San come away.
Well, baby me yakakra ne Shatta concert na say wa cancel no. It's for me it's a big blow for December.
Wa cancel.
So almost wa cancel. No answer by so wa cancel.
Or no answer about cancel.
Yeah,
okay.
So
officially wa cancel.
San wa cancel.
Okay.
So wa cancel.
Okay when?
Oh, I'm say post no bebre. I'm so call Shatta page. So bibi or in response to Sami Kratano.
Which I find it a bit something kakra.
Well, whatever. Technically, Sami Fresh advice here, and Shatta and Super respond here. Say
concerned management member.
Oh yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Anything other, Kwesi? It happens.
It's a bit hypocritical.
Well, if that is how you see it. But today well, because you can see me who feel one. Minim say Sami Shatta management member. If now the manager will say whatever officially, I don't know, but I know that Sami is deep into Shatta Wale's management, and it happens always. Say even cabinet member can come out and post something technically, and
which cabinet member no ba out?
Me just say me say cabinet member can come out. It can happen. It been see a cry bibi timiesi. Inti no sana bibi say no. Whilst you are dealing with funds and all that, some of these things, in terms of management, fine, they can choose to do it that way, and then they also respond.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I know. Inti make I say from December in GH angle me modi have me say Shatta I cancel the show because ninka yenya ni bebre ya nka no so eboa yenya ni bebre ya na so boa. I know say SM Shatta movements apply to be on the December in GH list, which I know pass it's being considered. but say almost all my cancel no you lose be back one program it's very very unfortunate. Shatta saying say we cancel and so me bona baso because me bona baso because entawantawa me no koba I say King Solomon yire no mu mienu a oba ko say akwara na yemde awesu yemde na yentwam o si o yentwam oba ko ye o se o de fa na somdwe mra Shatta Wale wa say jata de bia no yentia ne na so krampo na opom edru ba bi no o hwe nipa din nipa no say twam ko enti ono so mebo na baso me wish Stonebwoy well in their program mo ba be ye no I pray say bibia be ko yie amomo na the needed effect omo pe no omo so omanya kwezi metie PRO no Sports Council PRO no kwezi he is a Sports Authority methodologically send mekano
so what in totality
you so method presentation any response yes programmed. No programmed PRO automated response automated response and no na me enjoy be I say PRO we dey onya sabda because yes no mini I'll check and the coach say peace oh you see there our program answers the dawans and odeba into no nia we nyina you and I were not there kwesi nia Stonebwoy PRO ne kan no I wasn't there nia Sammy Flex and so yes waka no I wasn't there but me there I comment Shatta say what me I redraw and I wish Stonebwoy also the best. Let there be peace.
Me da say Tilly mami tie we
first of all me chia obi wuti now asem way me tie different angles from both the Stonebwoy camp Shatta Wale camp me tie a Sports Authority for on side only woman e kasa no
mpacho so creatina o kan King Solomon ase de ne yire no mu
ayire no mu mienu sorry enye King Solomon yire no
women were not King Solomon
mpacho anu from ayire no mu mienu na ne me koka no sorry and me say ne yire no mienu
okay
ayire no mu mienu obi a owo yire no mienu om de o masem bai thank you for the correction
okay
metie sites ni nyina etie third party na pese me make you sure only woman e kasa no the PRO for the Sports Authority no obisan o kan be say usually on be events the organizers have 2 days to set up and 2 days to tear now me patron say oh yes our calculation now we first say the 2 days fenchem sir if Stonebwoy show is 22nd and he has 2 days to tear down which is 23rd and 24th which 2 days does Shatta Wale have to set up
okay
what you are saying so maybe conversation and person me having the same the NSA ideally say me be event I don't have to go and talk to the next person before me or after me because when you near odi be bookie and if there is a directive that I have to come to a certain compromise with somebody then it means that you are very aware say a certain discomfort will be caused to one person which is why there is a certain compromise being called for. Because Nanka Wedi Shatta Wale they didn't even have to know each other in this issue. Wakwaye, but there is a reason they have to sit down and come to a certain compromise because the NSA is fully aware that somebody's tear down time is going to eat into somebody's setup time. It's not something Shatta Wale pass now or say it will cause discomfort. It's not true. It is there because really, if they had ample time to set up, NSA they don't have to meet. Where a business they don't have to meet. Moving on now. Moving on. We are trying to grow the industry. None of them is trying to grow the industry. Everybody is doing a very selfish agenda right now. That is the truth. Because if really it's about the industry, put on fast say NSA phone or man or due diligence. What is stopping the two of them to come to a compromise? At this point, I don't think it's about any logistics. It's about two people's ego. Patrol, let me finish, I beg you. It is about two people, our ego, play, asa. It is not because logistics for now more kind of Frankie space na conversation baby assist on radio so because you see your follower from Twitter space up until now. I'm more agree say Frankie the way you say Frankie to say say meti me aye mo say yempene. You are saying that it's about building the industry. Who does it benefit that one event is dropping out? Maybe Stone for who does it benefit? It benefits just them. And Shatawale so one penal. Who does it benefit that Stonebwoy show is cancelled? Just Shatawale. So it's not about the industry now. Mobility. If it was, you would have found a compromising ground. None of you is. We are doing this. Egos now. They clashing now. And it will be a Sam. And Chief Styles. I think so. This is the third time I'm saying or Kasa same way in that tone. I think maybe that he hasn't been drawn to it. I want to draw his attention to it. And or Kasa will say we are not afraid where we are from. But so that is not a sign of peace. If you want to speak asamaba say be events na mokoye na enye private event amuni mobusia for pen in a very enclosed area nipa beba people from different places. Yes, there will be security in place, but there are other people involved, which are the patrons, the fans. Now you say you are doing this for now. Until where we from, and you be an who or dinner or betimia are protecting where we from. Until if it is a conversation of peace, that is not the tone to assume. Where we from, we will not the fear. As I said, it is just a matter of ego. You betimia, yeah, maybe a trend. See betimia, yeah, where we from, we know the fear. Ghana and you be adia. That is not a peaceful tone. And it's all bit desisted from where you from now, because where you from no event, you are not doing it for fighters, so you are doing it for music lovers. And you claim you are doing it for the fans. And it's that tone of where we from, and you know they need and more beer was our industry in immunity. That they no obey desisted on this system from it. And I think Ghanaian artists, they don't learn. It's as simple as ABC. I'm not going to mince my words. Both of them don't learn. How do you you have both of you, Shatawale, you have done international shows before. Stonebwoy, international shows, why you da? How does an artist saying then an artist in the management team announce a venue, any event, without doing the necessary payments? How do you do that? Just like an event today, the first night I was somewhere and say, events ground, maybe I'm more and then I settled that Mubet now say any idea. It's like then they put a panel was an international show somewhere. How do you announce an event? Who can settle for venue? How do you do that? A day, but I pan and see when you saw it. Are they saying me far from Shatawale side because me know my 2 years prior to know it go happen. Meanwhile, you haven't paid a 5-year term. Say every year I'll do. So can somebody just say an event organizer just wake up and say because I've done this show with Shatawale for 2 years, it means that I can announce him without paying or without doing the contract and paying him first. Simply because I've used Shatawale before until I can just announce him. You get it? There's a standard to everything. How does two big events like this in Ghana announce a date without making payments? Okay. As I said, it's not about ego because if it's about the industry and they know, if they agree that 2 events happening in that timeline will benefit the industry, they would have come to a compromise. Well,
Shatawale ni Stonebwoy and come away pan. Adia bakwa. Say how me one person mediate for me the 2 jar. But before I made any so how me one made about 2 jar. And it's Sami Flex Okasama Shatawale or G2 so near Bekasabate your friend Amanenko no I caught on fire. So that's it. So that I'm quite okay. Well, Yama Shatawale Ama Mekanasem. Unti Shata movement for Monsignor no so. Near Tosumi no, and only idea I'm fees a hammock a cramp as I'm can't be. Yes, Uralo Komi, or director of operations of Jubilee House, on him saying Patro be bree. Uralo Komi. Minim Anana Abrante ne Kano. Sir Uralo Komi, we are director of operations of Jubilee House. Was it Jan Kumon Kuhunu dear? Why or no your opinion of that the creative art agency nano. in Pachora Lokomi. Art for any entertainment for no. Ube jam no so my omejuma. Omo ministry. Apart from ministry, almost so many agencies they can take care of them when their issues come. Now saying the reason why I'm able to Lord come in, yes, me Nisano. Me Pacho. Now saying Chalote Festival. And also udi be pie mu ora Lord come. Udi be pie mu. Art and entertainment for no person here the Minister of Tourism and Art and Culture. Catch your man penny ni amfa push no fa mau. Otherwise, jao mu no munyo adwuma. Mpacho bebre. We dey nyam na metu fo bad media meka. Ene bae we susu udin post na mre ni nka so nche hono sa. Enti ma art ni industry for no munyo ma de. Eba wo si da bi mo direct your in fact obi frewa direct si wo mo nko omo ministry omo agency they have so many. Jubilee House is not the director of operations is not part of Oralo Komi. Let them omo ministry omo creative art agency man penini ba no. As for whether a man for peninsula or man for peninsula man penini ba Jankroma no da no enye no common and pese this year. But I'm saying that they have an agency that supervise Sanyama way superintendent ni Sanyama ntimpacho bebre Oralo Komi because yete Chalote Festival nyama ba ye nsema tete ye nyani nyina na ye kan radio show allow the people omo ba pacho bi behu a direction let them go to the agency. Socrates say what you say otini America no. Oh right Jacobo you say have etherevia Socrates otini America no.
Ai Mati.
Ofaso.
So you're director of operations.
Yes, on your operative of Jubilee House.
Oh, okay.
Agencies be brave or honum say I'm in charge of art and entertainment for no.
Okay.
O ma say ma obi be hunu.
Okay.
No a direct you say munko.
Oh, okay. Okay. Munko.
Because we say no power pass power.
Oh, okay.
A power play.
Okay.
So we are director of operations.
Okay.
O man penyini baso.
Was it okay, I'm say me kai say was it Shatta enoko hu emro shia president no.
Yeah.
Or the request be to President Enim. And the President catch it and say, the Minister for Tourism
Art
at
and
that
Culture.
time, you know. Yeah. Into Martinia, what can I say?
Yeah.
But sometimes, no, so yeah, it be no, so no, personal love be for the
because
industry,
this year, no hashtag Occupy Julobi House. I'm not for Babe Piketty or Honum say. Was why I see, and I was soon yes, you won't. Just any Piketty in the idea and found.
Oh, so omo citizens. Citizens of Ghana. And you know they have the right. They have every right to do whatever they want so long as it is lawful.
Just say banana soon yes you won't.
Oh, minim. But the canon so no. Mati was here.
They have so many agencies.
Sami Flex.
Agencies be brave one one. I mean. Apart from the ministry, I'm saying that the creative art agency, what I'm saying, almost the same be down.
Yeah,
catch them say with the greatest of respect.
Yeah,
more agency.
Yeah,
director of operations at Jubilee House, and your responsibility.
Yeah,
but because Chalote Festival, the same thing. Lord come and offer no days. So now, same be brave. Mpacho Mamu Joe director of operations we are director of operations at Jubilee House. It does not mean say we be our gun no.
But Mpacho Sami Flex or Nkoko ni akra.
At the end of the day.
No me chiro say yes.
A man for abruche create minimum kasa so don't bring that one. I'm just saying say a man for crowd abruche minimum kasa.
Yeah.
Pacho, as I'm about director of operations, no, I think say it's a right call, Pam, because it doesn't show confidence. Sabi the presidency has in the ministers now while pointing on to overlook our side, you know. Yes, it is true. Because if what my opinion for si ho say more musumu DNA one or behwe mo bibia na asemba na obitimi bypass sa nipa no eba wo ho na won gbon no sign say kosa nipa we because I've brought a competent person. Now say you think you have to step in and do the work and kosa nipa na ya. That just say there's a certain lack of confidence in that person. And that's why you just some poster boy not to just because you need somebody to not to but ejumane there you be fun and I think it's a good call because really say if you have confidence, if I know you can handle boys why would I bypass you and come and handle not just say I'm trying to handicap you and power and that is not a fair thing, especially to your ministers now you've appointed, would do confidence to me, then it means that there's no confidence in them. So I think said this call is a call in the right direction, and if it doesn't stop and he keeps doing that, then it means he has opened that gateway upper ministers such that the creatives when they have any problem they will go to him directly.
Chief Ekasem no or say omo call Jankroma because no agency no creative art no whether sanity but utia etasum that when we have issues your problem
the agency
exactly. So any ministry so ohona yede akoto omanim so okay well issues are yenye you understand let's even say ebi anyesa no but ebi Jankuma na kra ni stone boy fine and or intervene on need behalf, but I'm saying that enya no kra say one no that agency na no and enya no kra say they have mandates okay issues such as this on number. But now we ask the questions, okay, Director of Operations Jubilee House, who dear woman is saying?
Okay.
Who dear woman ever had saying?
Okay.
Is it because we are Director of Operations at the Jubilee House?
Because if you're
so, sir, my friends who I said they're not quite all. And I said, we are some fair Jankroma so count.
So, no, why justify an idea?
We are some fraud so count.
So, no, why justify an idea?
I'm just saying that I am
okay.
And no. Because Socrates I unim minim the Chalote festival no and some might tete any a year and yama almost you rally come here unim I said you want to you can get up and go it's for Facebook for me who you make me sorry you may also like I said you are stretching your legs that's just oh there my comedy oh there my face you are saying na young queen if you and ba meskin ke be bomodi an e phone lines na yaji calls kakra. Now I think say enema me break me kwaso o my Ghana hanum saying unya womo a womo showbiz mu yemfa ye hunta njim obuna yakra no atum uyi bem say Yvonne Nelson Doom so vigil be am so yeah work be or yeah sometime pastor a man for showbiz for no diom huji mu pa say in recent times jumedi ba ko so am say yenuan man wo showbiz diom huji mu pa ayesa #occupy Julobi. I don't know why they call it Julobi chese comfort ba house womo eti esi mountain so say enyama nkoyi aban no enhwe no wantoto eniama yie ensuo kra hwom ne omo ekotena 37 honum say wom so omo machi akoye Jubilee House. So you see a whole lot of this showbiz personalities womodi omho gym chese enya asem ketwa yen enka ho asem kakra tili minim se bia womo hyase se bia wetimi afase de akwakohwe bia na wakotena
na me fase
okay.
me fase but my follow online my follow pa
okay.
Just that I think say it's a bit disorganized per where I said to me who say a bit disorganized because I say even though once in now Yvonne Nelson and now they had a date and then they all showed up in their numbers into sa impact na nka omo pese omunya no they got it because all of them came together and they did it. But this time now I say because they didn't necessarily put a day aside, say, and I announce it to get all the stars to come together at once. As a time, so I keep asking, so how long would they do this? How long will it last? It's me time when I'm a faho, when senior time I'm a faho. So is it something that is going to be done to say, say okay, because I thought it was done almost for holiday and then but holiday they are still doing it.
Yeah.
It's my question is so what? Because I quite celebrity utu kwaina uni Ghana time see ya oba pena so akoya wodi and I saying hona me sure that NTS no but the Yvonne also one can say it was well planned omunyina came together so at the time no the impact was severe we saw the clear cut but
so more date and date no of course and in the omshase from the Kwame Nkrumah omshase moti honum saying. And I think so almost yen so they also have how one person
okay well for me I think one of the call is a good call because Ghana for Sebi and I don't know any youth or say Sebi no well depending on where you sit but majority like I can say the young people I think they have a good cause as long as they are doing it lawfully. It doesn't go against any mrabia and I say or monko they didn't get a permission or more problematic but if they have the permission and they are doing it but the celebrity involvement so far who said they are really involved say amount for any abra mo go yenti good luck to them but ade am hu I am a time ho de omo ya mempe eye de efia odo ye no
time pa
yeah am a time
hey
and it's not a good word to use.
Strong word.
It's too strong a word. It's too strong.
Is it bad or it's not? It's a strong word.
Maybe or time.
Oh, they can say meet you.
Because I am a time. I just want to be sure say it's not a good mean to me can radio. So say mean to me can radio so they are mature side. But meet me I can they am a time pa. You are who exercise a certain right, but you are policing how people should right now. Police obedient. I think that is very hypocritical of her. And me whom saw in the counselor style. I don't know why nobody is telling her, and it's disrespectful. Pastor, by yes, sir. What about online? And our place was it more protest? Oh, quiet protests. She said, wow, star be back can star ni free you are fake. You came to join us just to talk to the media and then you left when the match you get it. And I said, Obia on can we cry. No, they want to call you out. I said, would you don't see you are not supporting the nation. What kind of by heart behavior is like disrespectful, like I think I have to just go straight to the point. Because Sebe, let me give a typical example of Maya, which was a very shallow thing to do. Walk where protest, Calvin Boy Abaho. Kelvin Boy had a show, saying you know, outside of Accra, but he came there to be there. But Oshane time he had to leave because he had other commitments somewhere. And when you show, I know your headline event organizer being our friend. So he came there and then he left. No, but social media and Kelvin Boy just came. I guess it was for media antics. And then Kelvin, what kind of? I say you are, because at this point I just see that she's also doing it just for the clout.
You trying to pictures and oppose you for the picture.
And I make her say at this point, I can also say that it's just for the clout. Because if really it's about celebrities showing solidarity, on way to Kaifrin if you sit somewhere and say because one tinaho I match anyone tinaho the whole time I will person with tinaho or no yeah for media antics. What kind of I say person right to media but somebody you are taking you want to police somebody. What kind of every time to my like anything as I mean joining you know because you want to mean show be how they should be part of something like that. As no schedule I made as no plus one me use it as an individual to also share my opinion in that scenario. Ebia me member ho embeka, but ebia meet na ha na maka that is the platform I have to also add to it. But ultimately because wo why ni say to chinchina chia obia ni say and for that matter it extends past a field. Wow online bia wo frefra man for and at this time is not saying some any other than please ultimately show obi kete say one can be because wo can be or because you are ready to say something. Don't be hypocritical. If you are calling for freedom and justice, allow people to also speak in their own time and for COB. Because the more you know, it is called hypocrisy. Mean China and Casa will call Julio Biden because Bibi wasn't met. Now, one person would differ, then say 8 years will be right. So please, we are in this Ghana Sam. In the software, yes, suffer. And to say, will be in Casa and still be kitty, said my car, it also cut a and I'm my to for 10 hours, it's an now for 10 hours. It is disrespectful and so I didn't know if you're doing a time pa.
Secret.
You see?
Well, back when who am say Yapuno Asmon Walker say Wabako Jina on himself Quaco, yes, I protest senior the idea and called the Benia Benkunin Kurma Binuedi. No happen baby ada so or see me I no get time to protest to and come in near Benkun. Dim Kruma. I will fear. Mamintio.
See, I'm say, Yenuanumana or more protesting on say, and name Moya Dane, near Mano, Meteo Massier.
Now, Evangelist Dana Sama or Kobiana. Onkobi. Evangelist Dana Sama, Onkobi. Okay. Ono BBI, okay.
Oh, okay. And you be okay, man. I know could be an say or cool because protest be a woman be as soon and yet I'm mooning in your coin a kobe.
They are protesting because something a man could.
Yes, so but and yet the whole country, a been see what the whole world will be a kobe. Fine, but at least no, me say me your massier, the intro my or more yen or no, and no quasem yen say, near me ayadane. The whole world, baby, could be a name ayading. We are speaking about even America, or more America. Bachelor, even was it 2 days ago? They were thinking of your friend say, Sadia inflation rates ni niema. A BBA kosro, and it was even predicted during COVID. World Bank predicted. So look, years after. Your friend is saying the economic challenge now, COVID the whole world will suffer. If you watch international news, countries are still finding ways. Look at what happened in Britain. Within a span of about 5 months, we say, how many leaders no change here? Ghana and Ukraine being poor by, or no, they were need 3 months, suppose 1 month. Finance minister, no masisano. Chase, and Chase, Obia finding way. And even the president said it, we know how to bring the economy back, but we don't know how to raise human beings. So we are going to go through a certain challenge, which will bring a certain effect. Now we are seeing the effects. So it's a process. Nia president predicted, and we are going through it. They have every right to criticize. Let nobody stop anybody from criticizing. anopa yo said abeni me hu say omo petition bi omo de call na the way no presidency no esuma will be receive, which is so beautiful. So beautiful. I wish they would conduct themselves in the way that the police will not have any challenge with them. When you organize things like this, sometimes no, a minimum cameras, the cameras so to also make the news. The organizers should make sure say they conduct the thing in the way say obi obeba from bia obi misbehave, you know, yinama. They want to send home a message. Kwesi me kai pa say abra yenuanimu bi epikete wo ministries concerning the formation of the NFA board no any near no. Yes, I went there. I supported them. There was a solidarity was a kind of saying yes with them. I mean the red me share red call. We all went, but you manage yes say bibia because so fine. Within the short time, you know, we were able to get results. And you know, nyomo yeno fine. I applaud them and I plead with them, say they should conduct it in a way that because the police are not there to harass them. The police are not there to but you have every right to demonstrate, but the qualifying word is lawful demonstration. That's all. I commend them. I urge them, say, yes. But they should also understand, say, problem, no, and Ghana, isolated problem. Adia Bakwan sometimes say, yeah, mami kume tu as a Ghanaian. And yes, say, when I listen to the alternative, na onti challenge, and I say, anane kasa or kano, it is not in the direction of the problem na abana. E mami kume tu. Kwesi, ya wo meimui, ni ya rie biaba. Na doctors, ma solution bi. No be say, oh, means me a doctor, meti me aye. No. Results are way or day bano. Uti means no, ni all kind de emfa nchenkra. Onti economy, the world economy onti asiye. Onim say there is a challenge the whole world over. Or can it say ebia Ghana's problem? Me bisa me say enti udi mantle ne mana. How is he going to fix the problem? Because it's an international problem. Now who can it say a Ghana's induced problem? It tells me say you don't understand it. No can say yes, it's an international problem, but this is what I am going to do. Then I will understand what he has here. But the whole world say it's an international problem. And sometimes when they get outside, they say it's an international problem.
Why are you repeating this word 10 times? International problem, they are an international problem.
They are an international problem.
International problem.
The challenge that we are having in Ghana is not just in Ghana.
International problem.
The whole world go through the same challenge. The whole world, kwesi country be anywhere. Sa challenge after COVID affected no the whole world. And you know, say yeti asiasa na fe de yen reduce umra yen ye hanse. Enti e de ni ye ya yen so ye de fix it.
Does that mean so mo tiesi kromu a be na nsani a wo mo yesa no. Ni a wo kan mo ni mo hu ana mo ntiase na mo ni wo hu.
Kwesi. Enipa na complain no. Me hu complainers they are like consumers are more complaining, and among them there are those who are also pushing to have the opportunity to manage the challenge. Omo see opportunity need to manage the challenge, you know. Omo na me can say makamini anamone de na wie. Then the other part, you know, the other side now, omo push say yemfa mantle ne momo no. Omo na me see mitio omo kasa na, omo di omo akofrafra we no. Mitio omo kasa. Ema me kumetu. Because I said no more cano. It tells me kwahwe abaye amiti han say no, say omunti problem na say. That is all I'm saying. And you know, yen separate no, me kai say yeah esumadru yen. Is it no, Yvonne Nelson the Doom so. Kwesi unim say Sir John ba ho me ebo ni tutu e ma ni free ho. Sir John oba ho any ebo na we say no when your friends and politicians asem. I was there. I was part of the demonstrators. Sir John ba ho me pamon no. Enti no say creatives your ma dia. Me and my politicians inform me frafre mu. Because they should understand. There's other politician now or banmutie na semna. He tells you say we crowd the challenge ni man. I say coach bi aye bobola or ba kuti e chira o ma direction. Bu hwe ne pa obo say coach we wa bon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, me we bebre America. O ma me kwan ne dia. Because city up, but because the alternative is empty.
But Nyomo, which one is alternative is empty? Which one is alternative is empty? I don't understand. I don't know.
Alternative is empty because it's the alternative now. He's not speaking to the issues.
I'm on 40 years. No more. Yeah, also alternative is
empty. Me say.
Address the issue and not this.
As I'm not making me say much no.
What you mean?
The creatives almost side me to your here. But the other alternative no.
Now what you say? I don't know. Uncle join home. Uncle join home.
Oh, minya time me fa.
Unya time.
Na nya no yeti han say inkwesi.
Unya time. Almost say about 3 days ni.
And but you know say we trim or we trim equally important issues.
Is it because he's here there so go on?
Me. Oh, kwesi. Kwesi.
Yes sir.
Enya better sao. Me bressing okra. But the problem na brena me breno. Me ti ase e bi ne kan tax asem yen kwesi.
Me kan masem kire.
Kwesi e bi ne kan tax asem wo hanse yan yo. Ya ye wo man mu no. Yen so ye wo ye chefan ase ye. Ni successive governments e beba nyina no. Almost solve problem. Nanse an ye di oso agifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah birthday. No be a Dr. Kwame Nkrumah obi e born abaso. But sometimes I sit back and I ask enti osagifo be di president and you find okoji loan. E di ye niema or ye nyina. The only president in Ghana one loan wo baby a fanye bibia. After Kwame Nkrumah call ye no. Obi obebe bia na so kope ska ba betua. Loan na Kwame Nkrumah so ji ye na so ope ska betua bi. And you find ye be register no. The citizens must also contribute through taxes. But we are not contributing. The biani a pilot, a canon, the biani a Dr. Kwame Nkrumah baso. Omo free a chira umba inherit the challenge na oja no. The biani ese omo munyebi. We the citizens need to SCNs we contribute to near the solve problem which we are not contributing, and we are always pushing government to also solve the problems. Every government, NDC government yet be no, MPP government yet be no. It's about time we must also demonstrate against the citizens of Ghana.
0302257900 0302257901. Obetumi afre na adwenche wie enkomo ahodo a yedi from Lexi the comic and in some comedy eba Saturday yeni snitful edi nkomo people in the showbiz industry pension wodachi hu enkomo Ghana Revenue Authority influencers bloggers MCs oma babe chichi mu eto esese otua ewo eye oman hanom saying yedi eye nkomo a eda horom sisi a yedi Shatawale Stone Boy enkomo enso yaji kakra ensem ahodo adwenche yemfa Nyodikai. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Udin.
Bismarck, you taxi driver.
Yes, sir. Bismarck, ain't you?
Bismarck, Shatawale, and Besame Kakakra.
Ain't you?
Shatano. They tell me, I know, Miss Wana, it's your Chinese India. Ayana, because I was on checking the mental health, I was talking about checking the mental health. Because sometimes you say, I don't know, I know a bush, I know a wound here. So, baby, I want to me already. What? You can't say. Why you have to do something? Okay, say I just already attempt. Okay, say I just already attempt. I don't say anyway. Who person follow it? No. Then Palanda woman no moves you on. Who person moves on one thing? And be a pan, I was on one yet. So, tell me what you're saying. And you didn't be on about first camera to a new. Now you show what can I show you, Bana? A troll, don't. Let the beer, the beer, basa. Stoneball to you know your patch. One of them coming with your patch. One of them coming with a Stoneball or your patch. nonsense.
Medasi once who di atem ni bi aka ho na memfa ni odi onum say no so na dwinche. Hello. Yeah, Udi.
Me pato ya friend na no poku.
Nana into
me pato me ma select form ewo ba aye no me yaba no me se Ghana ha ya ti sembe di fa omo entertainment ni football for omo evi yomba retirement a omo yi nti saadi ya bia next support say yem promote nema omo adima na omo investment na that no ayi no anyi ye to see fatane tumbo a isi na da hono one say sometimes akwete say okra nye gina ma otisi abia okra ma di hu a obeto wu na gina mo hu a no obi na dikete just say maturity what be mature this no ayi that be mature from one state to the other because adie we here abia awodie ena wa woni tadu ba ye no o so make sure say odi oni o ma beto akwan mu a bia me ya kwantidie atuje ntumi anya tadu yi na say bia bana fi wa be gina social media na ukasa biblia sometimes you can just over them by no more time adon ye ya na so no one kasa kasa bi o say adna me ye no me ya right ana ababa wana ti na mani mu pa o ye brave woman
Medasi ma obi mbeka kakra ne enko enim obetimi nso afre no ade wadwenche. Hello. Yeah, Udi. Yeah, Daniel.
When you like Gabana person.
Okay, into you.
Miss Media no na kasa pata wale ni bin nation ade no. Brakwati Masha who said machi determined since I will start here Masha bia I said chatware no na sembia ba no no fa camera scene so no kan sem fa camera pa inform we say o hina yetu fu a wonten wo de agana ye ko ajobo aso yet jana chatware awro no ho ama de o ye no enye fa yo da bia ono wo jiri so ono wo champion obi nkan na sem obi ya so wo ye video bi me no me dem hu say o ye ni brifu kese pa se enye ono dia enye ono enko obi nken bia no ono kese ojima no but me say o mo manage no o je say o mo ne ho kwan mo tu no so wa ya hwe via ya hana se we awro no me de masema me kan no
me da se ma me fa ne odi ono se me nji ono so adwenche e wo ye adwumedie so 0302257902 0302257901 hello.
Yes, good evening.
Evening. Udi.
Mr. Aisha ni ne say.
Boko Aisha.
Wetin me to me kan shata wale dey kakra.
Yentiu.
Eya na ni we fi say ewi ase ya ne dey betu yo. Nti woni obi nkan kora enu nche say so odi ni ho ade ka kire no. Na me be bom pai pa se na kopom no nso nya lebi. No hu say ewi ase ya le ye fenya.
Aisha.
Yes, yes.
Aden
saying. Onu so ya accident ne say nya komo. Stone born say am fa wo no ni nua kura wuye na se de bia o de be sere no so onu so drive car me pai bo pa ne so onu so mfa car ne ko pemu bi na ye onu ni na ne nta
David Aisha David me shawa we de nyame mpengu nyame David me shawa o ntimi mfa radio now yes sir. Hello.
Senior by the way no.
Yeah, if I say
yo by your interzone Kasobom road.
Okay.
And I mean, Shamopa, Mobile. The senior, me piece of advice I can there. I find a stone one at Chatawalandy, and the demand before. Sometimes the Yana fans, the men said that they and go to quite be brave, because many they be such a stone boy at the own chair, and they be near, who young boy would make them, who want you one accord, into one of the mummy at the Indian, the fan busy way. Now, for so. Them and I so get like bra the whole world by be home by the imam the any hardship pam yes ready or two be the united yet one yentia then private say you could go mad a big back good. If you can't be a nice person to run someone's what happiness, try to be a nice irritator to kill someone's sadness. You're making now, Brad, you continue.
That's my funny. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
My friend Marcos, my friend sister Sam. I can't say, hey, no more feeling in Adam. Oh, no foot to move into Hawaii. That's how I don't know, Henry. No, I've been able to hold up for Belgium. Maybe I need to pay the movies easy. About whether from one, and I'm a power form. That's a one Ghana Hannah, more free video, so yeah. What did this stone boy attention and I and Ayana? Apart from my fancy program, me, says, we make a green up when I wear a castle green iron. Sasa many no means or kaya. And so Honona, the fans of one ancestors, then a more car, who's one of them, or I owe Modine. Why Modine? Moving at the form, so we really pay Matonio. Oboko, Jenny Penny, go trashing. And yet easy, it's in Mr. Ghana for Munya, but social media never so I want to ask and men they are grown for. I will tell you, one of the busy. He said, I'm only to be able to pay a year for him what's up. Adding, and we are flat.
May I say, my main fan, you hello.
Where's our son Jenga?
Evin Council, Dean.
Top home, Sam.
Boko, Dean.
I want to keep.
Thank you.
Question I want to master the phone. Okay, see, master a Crawford. Remember, Bushafuna, Benjamin Mamoniaco. Could you honorable, could you upon Kruman on ye? Could you have been waiting to be chairman of Papa? Quasi, Obotili Nabado. But now, Casadan called the count, although I want Casa Quasi come. Then you can Quasaba just come be. Fair. Our colleagues are in one entertainment industry. Local programmers are what to scale was spread this car. I was it's a radio, the mention the eradicate what they want to tax. And so, two what do a political show to Makwana Mafuka Canadian Traban.
Masa, oh yeah, may you if you show. Masa, ultimate be 2 foot ultimate 2 foot we are may you if you show be 2 foot go a man for it. What do you mean? What do you mean? Me colleagues omoko yeah, me police and I'm colleagues omoko program omo to sika me then I'm koka me be ka there. Obi to sika do you wo ti ho na wa friend do you know say on pa ko tua ne tax na on tua I am asking you a question. Me busa question. Do you know say we tua na on tua? Do you know say we tua tax na on tua? Which my colleagues be no call radio so mo
tuska. Presenters so more entertainment industry.
So mention them.
Boom. Lewin or to Sikagu. Mahu ai Shatawale or to Sikagu.
So do you know the fact that Shatawale on tua tax and Ale we on tua tax?
The way I want to that one, it's about time on the medicated one.
What does Obi Sika what two Peteno got to do with tax?
Well, see, you got a minute. Since you have read up, Nisika would fear also Abano.
You see, Intinam Sime you if you know. Oh, fashion. Why to kill me? I know where it's coming from. Why my brother, why to get baby fever? So, it's from much, but why to get my brother? I mean, maybe of eating. Hello, oh, so there the PP, yeah. I may find you chat or cry. If you them say, or no, attack him that I hear meaning baby attack no fee. Me pese attack ni fi. Hello,
sir, Opini.
Udin.
Pro Opini Samoa.
Okay, just Samoa you.
If I'm the program now, we need to papa.
That's it.
We could have children 70 years. Yeah, also birthday.
Oh, okay. And a happy birthday.
For a long time.
Yeah, that's it.
As you know, a papa.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, a good you reduce no. Let me say edit peace as we get back. God can be could you say where we from? Because a lady now, or the present power, you know, where we from? After all, 6 years, and you'll be a fee, will be a fee. And to know, you need me, I need you. We are programming opening. So, one, my dear, when you go from okay, we will be to a effort. You need me, I need you. And you be an young for send you no more can say, other boy now can, or can, I say, or Yarbe, meaning that. This and then more can we? Maybe I like that man. Will be a nti bi dey bian ye hwe se dia so we beba na fi ni tax amwa no man so ntumpon onyame enka nyina ho o se peace fm o nse o micro na o Yesu Kristo
nyame sin sha ene wa woda e ba nyame sha pa aja that han senior the course no be see oh madam hello
brother, good afternoon.
Yeah, near the course ni si but
I'm a man kazanka me do ho ya so na ma fra me program ya minya when then ya do na menya wa
say Brennan Tina say to me ya shade na King David is better.
Me born in TTM.
Udin
me de kwasiata me kasa free ablik magapi.
Okay, name yentio.
And they can no me bottle ya baso no krepa no wa kana on demand Mr. Secretary na say me di me ho ya kakra. And then wakasa to say politician papa wa ya de na mo mpacho me bisa say or say Ghana ha ahonche no baby but ono akona san can say UK e ba ye no mo se some finance minister ono aso ya we say Ghana ha the NDP for kra ka say Kufuor so san finance minister timpacho pese mbisa say aban so se san se ne o ka say no say ya no be kasa na no an question pese mbisa no me da say
Chokeji papa na no say aban se san sin ya na be ka interestingly I have one gospel artist in so sending message
okay
and we say hey Socrates, when a different party comes to power, I hope we can have this same submission, or can this submission back to you. Shaking my head.
Kwesi?
Yes, sir.
I can assure you, sir, Monsieur dear, in governance, and it's not like before. Now I've been in. Na utie me kasa na me kan nyina na me nka asem no endefende MPP government way me say aban nyina I go through such problems because see ma me ma ayi bi wa han say 20th October 2013 if the kitchen is too hot leave the country. That was Brigadier Nunu Mensah. Okay, what was the occasion? People were complaining in this country. Ni otimi kan ye Nunu Mensah NDC time no. Ni otimi kan say if the kitchen is too hot, leave the country. That was then.
Mpacho bebreo.
You see, no problem no baby free no e ho ne yen hwe.
Socrates nyabotre. And your point you do no.
Yeah.
Mpacho. Minim say if ni opesa amanfo hunya opesa amanfo te. Nti ase opesa omunya ne say MPP NDC assemina ye can. That's not conversation I make.
We are talking about governance.
Empacho bebre. A man for binum ati. In fact, the reason why I ding and community tikra has to do with the fact that yenuanwa omo from celebrities, people in the showbiz industry, and yam to force in Jafoni and the omo hajimu bi. Enunti na ye this and come away.
I didn't throw mati omo chrome. I didn't throw more demonstration because the system ahuchere aba me no ka say ya sending me video from New York.
Why ne wo aban mu?
Good. I know that make say
why ne wo aban aha nye New York.
But me chere say
aha New York.
No, me can me say the whole world. And me more example me no ka say ya say CIA ka say ya New York there's demonstration there.
Me no.
Yes.
O kan ahuchere ba me no ye we busuafo US abrochime mu.
Yes.
Sika pudu a ye twitwa ma omo adehye wo no ye ho kire wa no omo twitwa SS kan bi ma.
I didn't say yentimi antwa bi ama yen because there be a different coin say the contribution of the citizens by way of tax. Sika na ye twa ma omo no ko fa free hifa.
In fact what contribution?
Sika na ye twa ma omo no aban no ko fa free hifa.
Contribution be tax ye ti omo mi tax ikra mene ye.
Kwesi tax na nipa hini ni ekra mene me no say
nipa hina omo tax no why na responsibility and why dia.
Kwesi
why na responsibility why na selling sir.
Said ye
mfa omango nu fa man na do.
Yes ye dia man
na do ye dia man na so ti on ma untu still abetra be kan tax.
Kwesi apart from taxes said ye biam na government beti me aye. Government bia o NDC government MPP government and then na government bia beti me aye.
So why na so ensure no betu tax?
It is the government when we bring strategies to collect more taxes, the same citizens turn around to
taxes you magia
one baby or different magia baby obey na dream say taxes yeah better say can say yagia we are expecting everything from government.
So tutu ya ye kan ho asem no motorway ti on aban ahodo MPP nya nanse ya no me levy e-levy e no mu jato omo titi ya motorway nti omo ba aban mu mfie ahine motorway no
good kwesi sa motorway no ese ye nya no ese ye no enye ne
na me say mfie be ye ensu konwotwe na aban betre mu
good
enye ne omo bae no omo ti hwa hwe han na assessing say
ni entira omo hwe han no it is the same reason aban ba ko no so hwe han we are looking for solutions
aban ba ko no onye nti ne to aban ma we
then it is about time you and I should sit down and analyze it. So what is the
analyzing in here on my 20 krom no mu ya oyeti o manfo
so one aspect you na ya kire adwen omo kire madwen me so ti anse me so me kire madwen and me say
aban we abana sa ni man koye na manfo 30 krom ba gina ya alternative
me ade maka me say you omo ya na ya de
we don't care about alternative we care about what you are doing now
what you are doing now no you and I are supposed to assess the challenge
and
bring alternatives.
You are not you and I.
You are who and who?
Only you and I.
You are you and who? Me see, young citizens, no. The problem I had to aban nyina so no. It's about time
I radio soon here.
Yes.
About aban kwa mo dey faso. Oh yeah.
There are Socrates conversation. I told you I talk obi to say many other people assume ne say.
But I told you so assume.
One ni omo hwibom no omo pe na to masum.
The problem is that Socrates the problem is that
Samete your mind hanum say. Your mind hanum say.
Yeah.
Yes. Me am to tax na me so na me tonya ma na me ni here cause.
But the reason why I would tax
radio so na on kan no correct but only sia kukuo mu abeka no.
Ade a wo ye ne say whenever there is a challenge na say you can do you know what to do with defense mechanism say okofa NDC for almost in the time it was a similar situation now person money looking say oh it has been there meanwhile mo promising betterment of that thing nothing am moye dey power ne mamu.
But
so how come is it that looking forward to the solutions you always look for a reason to buttress the reason why it is okay for us to accept that it is an existential problem and when you say to me so why do you promise that?
Okay, so
because mo share mo problems and na mo dey promise here but as mo ba ni e bi someone na ma for problems no say oh e say we mo mere na wo ho and a national thing and an international thing if you knew it was an international thing and you can't solve it why do you make promises?
Okay, can I answer?
Yet your mind hanum say na ya bra obi tira I say no video from New York say man for a demonstration
and me say can I answer
so obi New York here demonstration
we can see a best solve
only say you we ebiti sanyo no eya say asemo ba na say obi kan baby a wote no ka free ho don't make it look like nipa ni experience is not real it is real.
Did I say all is well in Ghana?
But there is a reason tia mama power don't sit here and make it look like NDC for they did so much we know which is why they gave you power certain promises you told us you will do better which is why they gave it to you so don't go and use the words to compare to your better now promises it doesn't
so can I answer can I answer
when I sit here, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk because as I said, it gets me wired up. But you can't cry no so.
Can I answer?
No, it's not fair to anybody or any Ghanaian. So I offer a worse condition that we voted against to come and compare to those who told us a better future. Don't do that.
But have they done something?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, I get it. Yes, sir. Don't make it look like men conform or more condition that we knew wasn't good, which is why we voted against to come and use it to buttress and reason why Ghana is
so. Whether it is good or bad, no, it is you have to compare. If you don't compare, how do you know where you are?
So when we do the comparison, when we do the comparison, we said that. Good. We do comparison. Yeah, West.
The comparison.
Because you don't want to speak the truth. That is why you are saying what you are saying. Because you don't want to see the truth. Speak the truth. Yes. And have we not done anything? Have we not done anything?
You want the truth?
Yes.
So can those tell the truth
already? Your truth is different from the truth.
So don't negate somebody else's truth because
I haven't.
No,
I have admitted. Yeti and say no. But admit it say yes, there are challenges.
Admit it.
No. Yeti and say no. You are rather being hypocrite because no, you are not admitting say there have been an improvement in your life.
Which improvement?
What you are saying? There have been an improvement in your life.
What's the MPP buy?
What's the improvement? I'm not paying my children's school fees.
I'm not paying.
Who the man baby found?
Me want my 4. 2 me to school fees. Me say I'm a brain. The other 2, as we are speaking, no. Emuye to say NDC time, no. Say no. I don't have the headache of paying the school fees. I have seen better roads now coming up. Yes, they have seen roads coming.
Peace FM. And this one is to Whitney Bwachimans. Congratulations to you for your graduate this year. Time to go. Entertainment review still number 1. Here we are, studio man saying the Yasantua of entertainment review. No. Chile Query Power, that's why I want to show creative studio has it. All right, time to go. Salamat paint your time. It's yes, it's you with the bread more. And I don't know what to say to you, Charlotte Akosia Dankwa. I just don't know. There's something I want to say, but Nyameno nimni aye. Akosia. Peter Scott on social media. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Cooking David or the other demo Bremo. And as always, Kwesi Abuaji, your darling. God willing, entertainment review returns on Tuesday. Akabes Medunum Nanomi and Sambo Besanti and Khan will update you. And Yanimudin Kra, yeah, my emotion near call sign is on. That means it's bye bye. I mean, sure, Kwesi Abuaji, make call.